Up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. First thing I want to do is apologize about no live yesterday. Basically, what happened was I went and did laundry yesterday. So, as always, I am open to doing a live in the laundromat. But remember, before we used to do lives all the time, laundromat lives. This isn't the same laundromat. Like, do you understand? So, in this laundromat, we have a different issue where generally right before I get ready to turn the live on or right after I turn the live on, people usually, no, it's usually pretty quiet and then people get on the phone. So yesterday there's no live because I pull up in the laundromat. It looked kind of, I already didn't think I was going to be able to do a live because I told y'all previously before that we're not even going to really try to do no more laundromat lives. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like every time I get to that specific block, shout out to them. This is no knock on anybody. I'm not shooting at nobody, like, proverbial, and I'm not arguing. But it seems like every time I go to that block, there's like, that's the same block where the little kid was like running across the street trying to create a situation with me. It seems like every time I go to that block. So when I go to that laundry, yesterday, shout out to the people over there. I'm not blaming all the people over there. I'm just saying that it's just coincidentally something happens all the time. So I go into the laundry and I really didn't think we were gonna do a live because it was kind of packed. Um, I was actually gonna just come home, to be honest with you. But two of the machines opened up, so I was able. And right after I put all of my stuff in the machine and I pushed my stuff and took my things to get, as soon as I did that, some young lady in there immediately got on the phone and then stood on the phone for like basically the whole entire time that I was there, sitting like right next. She didn't have to sit next to me neither. Sitting right next to where I was, just chopping it up. So, want to apologize about no live yesterday, but generally speaking, when we go do laundry, there's just no way for me to do a live. It just is what it is. Maybe I look for a different laundromat to try to go to. I know about another one, but I don't know if I don't know if I want to just walk all the way that distance. You understand what I'm saying? But if I find another one that's closer, maybe we do with that. Or maybe I got a neighbor or something. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I want to do laundromat lives with y'all, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be a possibility at this specific location. With that being said, we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj today, specifically and primarily. Also, there is a weather forecast report thing. They're like, if you're traveling, be careful. So I want to tell everybody, if you're in New York, the tri-state area, and you are traveling, please be careful. I don't know how much further it goes past the tri-state area, but I'm pretty sure it's the tri-state area. Please, they have a travel advisory in effect currently. They're saying the whole entire weekend is just gonna be raining, fam. So there's a football game we was actually gonna be going to, but I'm not gonna lie, it's raining pretty bad outside. They might not play the game, or I don't know if I can advise the game being played. When I was young, I used to be in the Pop Warner team, the Blitz, and we wore white and green. And the years I played, we wore white and green. And I remember this one game at Kips Bay. It was in the 90s. This one game at Kips Bay. And we tried to play the game. We played some of the first quarter. I think, I don't even remember how many actual drives. But we tried to play the game. But the field was so wet, it was not even mud at this point. We were just standing in a puddle. They had to stop the game. It was a torrential down. It looked like something out of Miami, fam. You know, like when the trees in Miami. And we kids. So we want to play. We kids. So there's a point when during our practices, we used to practice. I'm gonna get to the show doing. So during our practices, I was one of the better runners when we played in mud. But that's in mud. Also, that's when you get injured. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That particular game was just, it was the whole Kips Bay field. I know they got their fields redone by now, resodded and everything else. This was a long time ago. But the whole Kips Bay field was a giant fucking puddle, fam. It wasn't mud. They had to stop the game. It wasn't mud. So I don't know how safe it would be for kids to be out there playing when it's more than just a light downpour. So I don't know if they're going to actually have the game today. I don't know if I would condone the game being played. This is the type of weather where people get injuries. So we want the kids to be tough, but we don't want the kids to get injured. Um, I have a cousin, shout out to Val, and he was gonna be going to play basketball in college. And what happened was he was also on the Blitz team, and he had got injured one year because another team, I forgot the name of the team, purposely went after our knees, and they actually took him out. And so I'm always apprehensive whenever I'm saying we're sending out, a young youth in order to go participate in a already grueling and injury plagued game. I think that we should try to be as careful as possible, but at the same time understanding that obstacles do exist. So I don't know how the field actually looks. I just know that we don't have the equipment to film outside during a torrential downpour. So I can't even go check it out. With that being said, are y'all ready to talk about Nicki Minaj? Y'all ready to talk about Nicki Minaj? Let's get to it. All right. So I want to be clear about a couple of things. Our Nicki Minaj video from the other day had been demonetized. If you remember, when we started the video, somebody commented and said, "We coming after you." They was mad. They was like, I didn't even say nothing yet. They was just like, the lawyers is going to be contacting you. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to do something. We didn't do anything wrong, though. That's what I think people got to understand. It's not the act of speaking about a different person. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're doing actual media, actual news coverage. I'm going to say news coverage. I'm not going to just say media, because anything could be perceived as media. Gossip is media. Actual news coverage. So they probably tried to get me screwed over and then found something they could nitpick with and bothered YouTube over it. So yeah, but no real problems. There's no real issues. Don't worry about it. We fine. We fine. Don't worry about it. What up, D Candyman? Salute. So I want to be clear about something, and I don't want there to be no. Hey D, if you got any merch you would like for us to rock over here, I can make it so I'll have it on. I'm just gonna say. So I want to be clear about something, and I don't want to be no misunderstanding. Nicki Minaj launched some accusations, and if her accusations are correct, then her apology doesn't make any sense. So this is why sometimes you don't try to you don't try to make all the points. You understand? So Nicki Minaj has come out, just so we could be clear, and she has said two things that contradict one another. And this is why sometimes when we're trying to explain ourselves, we probably shouldn't. Even if all things are correct and right, because sometimes somebody does something to us and then our reaction can be a little bit too much and it can be wrong. Like throughout my childhood and my childhood and my teenage years and my early adult life, I had a bad habit of, you might throw a firecracker, then I'm throwing dynamite. I had a bad habit of that. So that's another reason why I try not to get upset at anything. So I had a real bad habit of that. You throw a firecracker, then I'm throwing dynamite. You understand what I'm saying? You go get a water gun, and I got a rocket launcher. So I had a real bad habit of that. So I will admit that you can't do too much but at the same time, people can't tell you how angry to be at they bullshit. So if somebody does something to you and it's BS, they don't have a right to tell you how angry you can be over it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's certain shit that's just mental health disorders. There's certain shit that's just mental health disorders. You understand? Mental health disorders. Like, let's say somebody does a little slight against you and you following them around for 6 or 7 years. Obviously, you should probably not be in public or you should be medicated. Let's say somebody did a little slight to you and now you're recruiting people into the day one of you die in order to get people to hate this person. You obviously have a mental health disorder. This is way past somebody did something to you and now you're having a reaction. This is more to you feel guilt about how you treated that person and you're going to shit on them till they allow for you to apologize. You got to understand this. Most of the time people are doing evil to you is because you didn't accept their apology. They know what they did was wrong. You understand? You didn't accept their apology. That's why they following you around. You didn't accept their apology. That's why they doing dirt to you. You didn't accept their apology. That's why they hate you. You understand? You didn't do anything from the rip. It wasn't the first thing, the last thing, the second thing, or the third thing because you did 0 things. You get it? They're mad at you because they did something to you and you won't accept their apology and allow for them to have that same place in your life that they previously had. You understand? They want that status that they had with you before. They want that insight. They want that ability to be able to come to you and speak to you. They want that ability to be able to tell other people that you and them are friends. You understand? So that's why they stalk you. That's why they hate you. It has 0 to do with anything that you have actually done. It has everything to do with the guilt that they feel because they know that they are terrible people. And the only way that their guilt could be a little bit assuaged is if you say that it's okay. First of all, it's never okay, even when you say it's okay. Just so we could be clear. Now, with that being said, allegedly, Nicki Minaj's house was swatted. I want to say something just so we could be clear. That's why I'm happy I live in a gated community at this point. When we were living at the hotel, they were busy trying to send pizzas and everything to my house like crazy. I had to tell the door people at the hotel that never accept anything. If anybody is ever sending anything for me, never accept it. If anybody is ever coming to see me, never accept it. Call the police. That's what I told them. I told the people, I told the people at the hotel, if anybody ever come here and say that they're looking for me or they want to speak with me, call the police. So one time my brother came and I forgot to call downstairs and tell them that my brother was coming. Motherfucker called up. Motherfucker called up to the room and was like asking me, yo, should we call the police on this guy? I said, my fault. Sit him up. I was like, I ain't look. They described him. I said, sit him up and shit, because he was hitting me on the phone like, yo, I'm downstairs. They won't let me come up. Or he was telling me he was downstairs or whatever the case is. Shout out to that shit. I don't know if he know they called up, but they called up. It was like, yo, should we call the police on him? I said, nah, I was expecting him. So apparently, Nicki Minaj's house was swatted. I don't know when this swatting happened. I don't know if it happened, just so we can be clear. Let's just talk about Nicki Minaj's side of this before we even go into it, because there's a couple of things I want to discuss in all fairness. We were speaking about this the other day, and we didn't talk about it from her perspective. I didn't know her perspective, so therefore there's nothing I could have done about it. We just saw what her husband had did. So therefore, we spoke on that. But now there's a little bit more insight because I've seen a couple of things that she had posted. Shout out to TMZ because that's how I was alerted. I've seen a couple of things that she had posted. So there's a little bit more insight so we can be more fair and balanced. And that's what we always want to be: unbiased, fair, and balanced. So I want to be clear on this. And I'm still checking, because if it slows up enough that they might actually be playing, that I can go outside and film. Like, that's for one. I don't know if they're going to be playing basketball, but right now, football. But right now, it's not conducive for me to be able to film. That's the issue. In any regard, I don't even have a covering for my phone. It's not like it's not conducive for me to film. You understand? In any regard, she said that her home was swatted. One of the things that she wanted to point out was that her child was at home when this happened. Now, I want to be clear about something. Swatting is a felony, period, as far as I know. As far as I know, whether you have a child in the home or whether there's no child in the home, it's just people. Swatting is a felony. There's a lot of people who lost their lives to swatting. I remember this one dude got swatted by some people in California, I believe. I think he lived somewhere like in Colorado. I'm not 100% sure. But they swatted him. The police came in, shot him up while he was playing the video games. He ended up dying. They found the people that swatted him, and they were busy still saying, but it was a joke. It was a joke. They were saying that until they got sentenced. Once again, because this is the best opportunity to say this, in the Bible, God says that if you're making a joke that the person that you're making the joke with does not find funny, that's not a joke, that's an insult, and he's against it. So stop thinking that you can insult people, and as long as you laugh and say it's a joke, that they have to accept it. I'm going to say that again. In the Bible, it says that if you make a joke about somebody and they are not favorable to that joke, it is not a joke. It's actually an insult. God does not like that. That's literally the opposite of being kind to one another. Insulting them. In any regard. So that would make sense why her husband, Kenneth Petty, would be pissed off. And that would also make sense why he would feel like he would have to do the thing in which he did. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to mention on that, because it's the second point that Nicki Minaj makes. But before we get to her second point, I want to make sure I've thoroughly discussed the first one. Basically, she's saying that, I'm assuming her house was swatted. Pardon me. I'm assuming she's saying that when her house was swatted, it was swatted by Cardi B and her people. I don't know if any of this is true. I don't even know how she could find out whether Cardi B and her people did it without the police knowing that they did it and then pressing charges. So I don't know how they could know who did it. I would assume if the police found out who did it, right, they will already be pressing charges, correct? Like, this person would be in trouble. Swatting is a felony. I believe whether there's a child in the home or not, second, not her second point, but second on this point, you're swatting people with children in their home, knowing that the police will run through the door blasting? That's insane. If that's what happened. Now, we don't know that she got swatted. At least we don't know that now. We know that that's something that she's saying. And also, we don't know who was behind the swatting. We just know that she sent out a post alluding to the swatting could be behind, that Cardi B and her people could be behind the swatting. That's all we know. The alleged swatting, by the way. That's all we know. We don't know anything definitively. And I'm also not calling her a liar. I once had a person who was a part of this community at the time, they're not anymore, get someone fired. I didn't have them get them fired. They went after the person did a thing. It was a white lady calling me a nigger, coming up in my DMs, fuck you, you nigga, nigga this, nigga that. I say nigga all I want, there's nothing. And she was just harassing me. So I was like, yo, look at how crazy these people are. Because on that same page that this white lady came from, they got a lot of black people over there that support these antics. So that was my point that I was making. Our own people be supporting people that are not our people, denigrating us and trying to speak down to us and calling us the N-word. That's supposed to be a line in the sand. Like, even that's supposed to be a line in the sand, fam. Black people are not supposed to support people outside of our race and culture and ethnicity, calling, especially derogatorily speaking about another black person. We're not supposed to be co-signing that. So all I did was come on here and show, and they got a lot of black people over here that support this person. And this person is supporting this individual who's an obvious racist. So the other individual, the individual who's a part of my community at the time, called her place of employment and got her fired, apparently. You know, those people are still mad at me to this day, saying I did it. And the person said they did it. It's on the live. It's got the videos up. The person said they did it. The person also said they did it, and I didn't even know she was doing it. That she did it all on her own. You know, there's a community of people that still hate me over that. I didn't even do nothing but be attacked. That's it. They didn't do anything. Shit is crazy in any regard. The point that I'm trying to make is sometimes people do things in your favor and you don't even have nothing to do with it. So are we supposed to then hold the person accountable that didn't even know it was happening? So I don't know if Cardi B had her swatted. She's saying that it could have been Cardi B. It could have been one of Cardi B people, and Cardi B don't even know anything about it. You know, a lot of times these actors or these whoever, you know, people of note get into arguments and get into beefs with one another. Most of the time, it ain't even nothing that they did. A lot of the time, it's somebody from their community doing some weirdo shit and the other one get pissed. Now you warring with somebody that you don't even personally have a problem with. Nicki Minaj's second thing that she put out, just so everybody could be clear, is that her husband was joking. I'm going to say this, and this is real talk. Before some of y'all rappers do some of the things that y'all do for damage control, I'm on the internet, and I'm still here. And I literally have people that do nothing but make lying videos trying to destroy me and destroy my life. People following me around every single day of my life. People trying to do everything they can to make me do something that God says that he does not want any human beings to do. And I'm still here. If there's not a motherfucker in the world that understands damage control, it's me. I want to be clear on that. There's a motherfucker on this planet that understands damage control. It's me. So I want to explain something. I want to explain what the problem is. Nicki Minaj threw two things at the wall that cannot coincide with each other. And if they do coincide with each other and both things actually happened, then both things can't necessarily be true. There's no way they can both be true. I want to be clear about this. She said that her husband was joking around after saying they swatted my home and we're going to get revenge. Can you think about that for a moment? Can you understand why you can't say both of those things at the same time? I know sometimes it might seem like I'm like super intelligent, but I promise you, it's just common sense. It's just what up, Bands? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? If that's the real Bands, I promise you. I promise you. Most of the shit that I tell y'all is really just common sense. I'm going to explain something. Nicki Minaj gave a 100% perfectly legitimate reason why even if they get in trouble in the court system, we gonna be behind her as a community. They swatted your home that your child was in. What in the hell? I understand why you pissed off. You should legitimately be mad. These police in these swatting situations, running the crib, shit go left. Sometimes shit go left because they just not supposed to be there. SWAT ain't normal police. SWAT don't pull up to say get on the floor. That's not their job. SWAT pull up when it's fucking hot. They pull up hot. They're not regular police. That's why when people complain that they get shot while a SWAT team is the team that's coming in, I'm talking about you're really the criminal, you're really the bad person, you really got doing whatever you're doing. And the police had to call the SWAT team. Then the SWAT team get there and you get shot. Yeah, nobody getting in trouble. What up, G-Force? Why didn't I know that Nicki's house got swatted? You saying that why didn't I find Nicki Minaj interesting enough to really care about what was going on in her life at this point, and I was probably focusing on something else? Or are you saying that because I do press, and just so we could be clear, I don't have a press card. I was speaking with Ruben Diaz Jr., who was the Bronx borough president at that time, and he was basically telling me, as far as he is concerned, I have a press card. I just misinterpreted it. He had told me, basically, wherever he go, I can pull up. I don't need no credentials. That's what he was saying. It's in the Ruben Diaz Jr. video. We've interviewed him more than once. This is findable on the internet. So, is this another one of those things that's findable on the internet where I did nothing wrong, but you want to hold me accountable for doing something wrong? Fine, G-Force, go for it. But yes, when Mr. Ruben Diaz Jr. was the Bronx borough president, if anybody remembers, when the first time we interviewed him, he was doing God's work. He was making sure that they cleaned up an area of the Bronx where the sanitation people, for whatever the reason is, there was a lot of violations over there. And we walked up on them. We was in Rosedale Projects, for everybody that don't remember. And when we walked up on him in Rosedale Projects, he liked the work that we was doing. He liked the interview in which we gave. He was actually also doing an interview with a Spanish station at the time. And he basically told us anytime he is at an event or he is doing something, I basically have a press pass and I could pull up. So, yeah, that's what he said. And if you see him, he actually likes some of my content on social media and everything. So, yeah, I do have a slight kind of here and there relationship with a couple of politicians in New York City. Thank you for reminding everybody of that. In any regard. Also, and I just want to reflect on something that I said a minute ago that you might have missed because you wasn't in here. I said, if they're talking about a previous old swatting, as I made a whole explanation about the situation, just so we could be clear, I basically did say on previous swattings, if this happened a long time ago, then she shouldn't be doing nothing right now. I basically just gave a whole explanation of that. Maybe you didn't understand G-Force. Maybe that went over your head. Maybe you didn't understand. Like this Joseph guy doesn't understand regular English. Anyway, so she can't say both of those things. You can't say, we're going to get you back. And then at the same time, while you're talking about how you're waiting at a place to get back, you were really joking. Both of those things can't stand. Yeah, I just gave a full explanation, Mr. G-Force. I know, you're just in here to try to cause disruption and cause problems. Not a problem. Continue. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to let everybody know that I do have relationships with a couple of politicians and ex-politicians. I appreciate that opportunity. A lot of people in here don't know how long we've been a part of the political process. Some people might just think that I just talk about rappers all day, I don't know. I think it's going to stay raining. In any regard, so she can't say both things, fam. You can't say, we going to get you back. And then at the same time say, but we was jokings. I don't think you can say both things. And then she posted recently on her Queen Radio, just so we can be clear. She posted on Queen Radio. She was in the studio with a whole bunch of dudes. So I just want to be clear about this. I am not anti-Nicki Minaj. I know Nicki Minaj doesn't like whenever you say anything that isn't pro her. I get it. But I'm not anti-Nicki Minaj. But I want to be clear about something. I don't understand why that happened. If she's trying to say this happened because of swatting, when did the swatting happen? Was it recent or was it in the past? Do I know about Nicki Minaj getting swatted in the past? Absolutely. It happened a couple of years ago, right? She was swatted. She made a big deal about it. You don't get to wait 2 and 3 years to still talk about how you got beef over the situation. That's my point. So did she recently get swatted again? Does anybody know about that? Was it a recent swatting? Look how fair I'm being. Was there a recent swatting, or is this swatting she's speaking about the swatting that happened like a year or two ago or some shit? Because you don't have a right to come back after a year or two. Not over a situation like that. That's one. Two, how does she know it was Cardi B? And if she does the police or the authorities know it was Cardi B? I want to talk some Remy Ma today too, by the way. I meant to put it in the title. Hey, Arthur D. Glass, you still in here? See if you can edit my title. I think I gave you a ranking where you might be able to edit shit like titles. Hold on 1 second. Let me check. I gotta uncheck first because I gotta unadmin you, then re-admin you again. But I think I gave you status as an admin because they changed the way the moderator shit work. But I think I gave you status in order for you to be able to I was about to add you to where you could even upload videos, to be honest with you. And I was gonna let you upload your shorts where you doing your art stuff, as long as you don't put no music over the top of it. Arthur D. Glass, you in here? All right, hold on. I'm gonna unadmin you, then re-admin you. Give me 2 seconds. No, they changed it. Like, they changed. Manage block words, change chat modes in live. Also has the capabilities. See, that's why my chat modes keep switching. That's what's happening. I thought I removed everybody. I got to remove almost everybody as an admin. Can review and remove chat messages. That's why y'all be coming in here and there's things y'all can't do. And y'all be like, y'all trying to donate to the chat, but you can't. And I can't check it at the moment to see what's going on. Hold on. Manage blocked words. Change chat modes in live. Also have capabilities of stand. Okay, so that's what you could do. All right, I'm going to put you as that. A managing moderator for the channel. But there's another thing. Sorry about this, everybody. But there's another thing that I can also add you to that allows for you to upload videos. So don't worry. We're getting our whole computer situation fixed up. We're getting everything fixed up as far as I know for certain this time. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I also added you to something like that, or I sent you. You should go check and see if there's an accepted thing you need to look for at some point. I'll go check for it and make sure, double back on it. I'm happy that, I just want to stop and say this real quick. I'm happy that YouTube added that, by the way, because I've been wanted to be able to have I've been wanting to be able to have my moderators being able to create shows of their own on the platform. Like, you're my moderator. That's a fact. You're my moderator. I want you to be able to create your own shows on the platform. I want you to be able to upload shit. When I was trying to tell people to create their own shows before, they wanted me to do all of everything. And it's like, I'm already doing a whole bunch of shit over here. But they wanted me to do all of everything. No, if you do the thing, I upload it. But they wasn't doing nothing for me to upload. You understand what I'm saying? So now you can actually change it so you can add people so that they can do the uploadings of their own and things and such. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe I added you to that. But, this is something that they just recently changed, and I'm happy that they made it like that because I've been wanting to have that like that. I wish I had 4 or 5 moderators that can do their own uploading. And then I'll just break down whatever the video make. Every first month, we break down what the video make, and then I cut you a portion of it. What up, King LLC? Yeah, but I've been told people that. You understand? This is the thing that they're not telling you. When I had my first admin, I had only one person at that time. I only had one person at that time that was getting paid. They're not going to tell you that they was getting paid, though. They keep acting like they weren't. And I was paying them. And I was paying them hundreds of dollars a month, just so we could be clear. But they're going around telling y'all that they wasn't getting paid, and they trying to make everybody else feel like they need to get paid. You know, that's how all of this shit actually started. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't even know what all of this is about. I was literally paying the motherfucker. It was the only person I was paying at the time. That's why before, if any of my admins ever hit me up and said they needed something, I would just lend them the money. You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the money to pay them. But I can lend you the money until you can get back on your feet and give it back to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had admins I was lending $200 to, $250, $300 to, $400 to. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give it to you. And when you get back on your feet, you give it back. It's no rush. Shout out to KJ from the mob. He says, I remember they wanted you to do everything and still get paid. Fam, they wanted me to do absolutely everything, but they still wanted me to pay them. Thank you, KJ from the mob. I appreciate you. That's a fact. This is not cap, fam. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Everybody's mad at me for the wrong reason. Y'all believe that I told that dude how to do this. I didn't tell that dude how to do nothing. He's not even doing it right. If he was doing it right, he'd be up at 50,000 subs at least by now, right? Well, he got all of his subs when I was helping him. He got all of his subs when I was helping him. What up, Latoya Hicks? When I was helping him, he got all of his subs. Now that I don't help him no more, 4 or 5 years passed. You can't even get 1,000 more? Come on, fam. 4 or 5 years, you got all of your subs in the amount of time I was helping you. As soon as I stopped helping you, you can't get any? But you trying to say, I told you how to do everything? Why you lying to those people? You lying to those people, making those people waste their time and their money. But it is what it is. That's God punishing them for abandoning me. That's all. And remember, they're trying to sabotage me. I'm not trying to sabotage them. So they can't even win with no opposition. They don't have any opposition. They don't have anybody trying to slow them down or stop them. They have 0 people trying to do that. I have groups of people trying to do that. They have 0 people trying to do that. So they should be winning, fam. Right? Then why, over 5 years, you can't even get the amount of subs that I got you in a matter of like 1 year? In 1 year, I got you to like 6 of like 4 or 5 or whatever the fucking thousands, whatever it was. I got you to a couple thousand subs in 1 year. It wasn't even 1 year. In a couple of months. It wasn't even a full year. It was like 4 or 5 months. I got you to like almost every sub you have in 4 or 5 months. And then after 5 or 6 years, however long it's been, you can't even get 1,000 on your own? Come on, fam. And them niggas still believe you. They deserve everything that they deserve all the success that they're not receiving. Every last piece of success they not receiving, they deserve. They still believe that, right? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I want to move to Remy Ma. What y'all think about the Nicki Minaj situation? Do you think she set her husband up for failure? I'm just curious. Do you think she set her husband up for failure? Because right now it looks like she's also in on this thing with her husband. Do you think they made the right decision? I know a lot of people that would have did the same exact thing, fam. Just so we can be clear, I know people that probably agree with Nicki Minaj and her husband on this, and just like I know people who don't agree. I just want to know, how do you feel about it? Because there's gonna be a lot of people that say, "Yo, look, you endangered my child. It's on till it's on forever." You understand? But at the same time, do we know that Cardi B did this definitively? And if we definitively know that Cardi B did this, how do they know that Cardi B did this definitively? And if the authorities know, why haven't they stepped to Cardi B on this? I'm curious. Put it in the chat. I want to know what you guys think about it. My bag. Put it in the chat. I want to know what you guys think about it. Do you think Cardi B know about this definitively? Pardon me. Do you think they know that Cardi B did this definitively, or do you think it's just, they believe that she did it because they might have really, really good reason? You understand? I'm not trying to say they're just pulling the shit out of thin air. They might have really good reason, whether Cardi B did it or not, and her team did it or not. They might have really, really good reason to believe that they did. What side of this conversation is you on? Is you on, look, this is smoke forever? Or is this one of those situations where you like, well, at this point, it's not helping them and no benefit. Like, they're not benefiting from this. Like, right now, just so we could be clear, during award season, when is award season? Award season is January, February, right? Anyway, so during the holiday season, her husband isn't going to be able to go out and go to none of the events with her unless, I guess, he gets permission from the courts. And if I was the courts, I would say no to every single situation where Cardi B and Offset would be at. So if it was a situation where Cardi B and Offset is also going to be there, I think it would just be, I just think that the judges is most likely going to say no. I mean, unless they believe that the venue has the appropriate amount of security to be able to keep everybody safe, which, you have to assume they are going to have that amount of security. Would the judge want to take that chance? You understand? Like, how does the judge see it? And also remember, like, when we look at the Tory Lanez situation, just because an individual is a person of note, that doesn't mean that the judge is going to say, you know what, this person is going to act sensible because they's the riches. That doesn't mean that the judge is going to say that. Also, did you see that they put out the food that Tory Lanez is going to be eating? Y'all know that's like standard jail meal, right? Like, what did y'all think he was going to be eating when he's in jail? Like, why was there even a reason to post that? When you get locked up, you don't really eat the way, like, you're not eating like you eat out here, fam. I'm just saying. Also, you should probably become a vegetarian when you get locked up. Not for nothing. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I want to talk about the Remy Ma thing, but I'm going to stay on this until somebody comes in here and you're actually a little bit in tune with that. I'm stay looking outside because there's posted. Nah, I don't think they're going to be able to play today, fam. Like, if it was just raining like this the whole entire time, maybe, but it was coming down crazy. I can't film outside anyway, so it don't make a difference. Mystery meat in jail. Pause. Exactly, fam. That guys is in there eating freaking what's the name of that shit? Soylent Green. You're in there eating Soylent Green, fam. Also, a lot of the meals in jail that are supposed to be protein meals specifically has soy in them. Soy is one of the main reasons why these dudes come out of jail big and bulky. I think it's because they're working out, but a lot of times it's just water retention from the estrogen that is now being produced by the body at high levels, because soy causes high levels of estrogen production. That's why soy literally can give a woman ovarian cancer. So be careful about how much. We have a video out about this. If you want to look into it, look into Soylent. Type in BBN Soylent. 3D printed meat. It's all. Go look up Soylent BBN Network and put in Soylent, Soylent. I have an old video on that already. I put it out years ago when I was just putting out videos that was like educational videos. Yeah, when I first started, I was putting out a lot of educational videos, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to put people up on game. Dude, I went to school. When I talk about how I went to college, I'm not trying to say I went to college so I'm smart. I'm saying I went to college so I know how to take notes. You understand? That's like the main thing you learn in college is how to take notes, man. I know how to take notes. You understand? I know how to listen. You understand? When I'm in here talking about I went to college, that's literally what I'm actually bragging about. I'm not bragging about how smart I am. I'm bragging that I went somewhere to learn the mechanisms to be able to do these things the appropriate way. It has very little to do with intelligence that I'm talking about. I'm talking about capability. Why do you think my courthouse notes is the way that they are? All right? You could pick up Google, you could pick up YouTube nowadays and learn almost anything that a college can get. For everybody that don't know, NYU puts all of its courses for free on the internet, just so you know. But it doesn't matter if you don't know how to take notes. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to do shit like that. It don't matter. It don't even matter how good your teacher is. It doesn't matter who. If you don't know how to use it, you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm bragging about when I say that. I'm not bragging about how smart I am, just so we can be clear. Intelligence is not just fleeting, but it's, inconsequential when we speak about the world nowadays. Most of the smart people don't nobody listen to anyway. Y'all want to talk about Remy Ma yet, or y'all want to stay on this Nicki Minaj conversation? Put it in the chat. Come on, we got 65. Can I get more than 16 likes, fam? Could we hit the like button? We got 65 people in here, fam. We can get to 20 likes. I get 4 y'all to hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. The girl I think the lady in the laundromat was making fun of me and shit. She was like, you don't even get no, she was like on the phone. I think she was pretending on the phone though. And she was like, you don't even get no likes. And I'm busy thinking about this to myself. Well, you go lie, bitch. How many people do you get in there with you? You probably don't even get nobody in there with you. Like, all right, maybe I don't get no likes on my video. Maybe nobody likes my video. But they like the video. They just don't want me to get credit for the fact that they like the video. They wouldn't be in here watching the video if they didn't like the video. They just want me to suffer. So they don't want to hit the like button. That's totally different than not liking the video. So we got 66 people in here. We got 18 people who are willing to let me know that they don't hate me. Shout out to you 19 people. I appreciate you. People will watch your shit, but they don't want you to, they want you to suffer though. They don't want you to benefit. You understand what I'm saying? So they'll watch, but they're not gonna hit the like button. They're gonna try to do as few things as possible that's gonna help you. Told you I don't live in the real world, fam. If it was anybody else that had the skill I had, they'd be, the world would love them. The world would love them. If it was anybody else. It's just that it's me. It's okay though. Fuck it. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm upset we can't go out there because I can't film in this rain. It's just not gonna work. We'll try again next Saturday. I think they got games every Saturday. We'll try again next Saturday. I'm also expecting for the people that hate me to be pulling up to these games every day that I go to these games. I'm expecting them to be there. Or sending homeless people to come harass me. That's what I'm expecting. What else y'all want to talk about? Would y'all like to talk about this Remy thing, or do y'all want to stay on this Nicki Minaj thing? We got to have at least one person. Come on, one person give me some feedback. 1 second. I got a new page that I'm making that don't got nothing to do with BBN at all. Like no way attached to any BBN stuff. And people be hitting likes over there, and I'm not gonna lie. I'll be looking at that shit, and I'll be like, I'm probably only getting these likes because these people don't know it's me. I'll be like, she. I let these people know this shit is me. I wouldn't get. I'll be thinking. I'll be like, but I'm right though. What else? Remy, y'all ready to move to Remy? All right. So I want to say something real clear. First thing I want to say about this Remy Ma thing is, this is probably gonna be something like, you know, negative. A lot of us looked at Remy Ma and Papoose relationship and we held it up high. I want to say something real quick. Papoose did everything that black women say that they want from a man. I'm going to say this again. Papoose did everything that black women say that they want from a man. Could I say something real quick? Haven't I been telling y'all that, and please don't get mad at me, but haven't I been telling y'all that if you give a woman what she wants, she's not going to want you? Isn't that one of the main things I'm complaining about a lot? Just to say. If you give a woman what she wants, she's not going to want you. A woman see you giving her what she wants as weakness a lot of the time. You have to tell a woman no. If you're not telling a woman no, she's going to think you weak. Sometimes women ask the shit they might not necessarily want. They like the Democrats. A woman wants a leader. If you can't lead her, how could you lead other people? How can you call yourself a leader if you can't lead your woman? A woman is naturally spiritually geared to seek strength and leadership. Like, it's just in them to go after strength and leadership. That's why a woman could be with you and love the shit out of you for 3 years, and then all of a sudden she don't love you no more. She broke you at one point, or probably the world broke you at one point, and now you're not strong like that thing that she wanted. And she might not be one of those women that pour into the cup. She might be one of those women that only get her cup poured into. There's men out there like that too, so this is not me knocking women. It's just people out there like this. This man did everything that these women out here say that they want men to do. He got cheated on. I don't care who is the breadwinner. The man is the leader of the fucking family, fam. The head of Christ, God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of woman. Woman is the head of child. I don't care who makes all of the money. The man is supposed to be the head of the household. Could we go down to the early 70s when they brought out Planned Parenthood that helped flip the paradigm? One of the things I need for y'all to understand is before Planned Parenthood, black people, by percentage, were the most married people in America. Black households stayed together. You think cheating just started? You think black men just started having more than one family? I'm telling you for a fact, that is not what was going on. I'm telling you for a fact, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, black men had more than one family and took care of both. That's why when you talk to your grandmoms and they talk about, do she care if your husband is cheating? And her thing is he taking care of the home? Do I got a place to live? Is there food in the refrigerator? Is our lights on? Why should I care? Go talk to some of y'all grandmoms. And I'm not talking about these young new grandmoms that's in their 40s and 50s. Go speak to the ladies that's in their 30s and 40s. Go speak to the ladies that's in their 70s and their 80s. Go speak to them, because they were a part of the generation I'm speaking on. Planned Parenthood came and convinced the women in our communities that there was something being taken away from them because they weren't allowed to go make their own money. Whereas often they controlled the money that came into the household. Should I say that again? What up, Russell White? Salute. So we were tricked. See, they couldn't break us as men, so they came after our women. We were just tricked. This whole entire feminist movement is insane. You think if there was a war, you think if war broke out right now in the physical United States of America, in the States, if there was an army that was able to get over here and war broke out in the States, you think the feminists are going to be running to the front line talking about let me die first? Or do you think that's going to be men? When a war break out and they got to go find 5,000 troops to go send overseas and to go get these troops, now we need to do a freaking, we don't have enough. So we have to start just dragging people off of the street into the army. You think they're going to be dragging women off the street into the army or men? Who you think going to get drafted? Fuck what they talking about. Who you think is going to be running down there to help? When you at home and you and your wife is sleeping in the bed and a fucking burglar breaks in, who runs downstairs to fight them, the man or the woman? See, feminism made y'all forget that part. That part gets ignored. Now I want you to go look and see who are the actual people, who are the physical individuals, who physically are the individuals that build America's infrastructures, our buildings, our roads. You think it's just a group of women running out, just building buildings? Go to a construction site. Who do you see doing most of the work? And when I say most, I mean like 99%. Because holding a fucking sign saying stop, it's work. But it's much more small of a percentage of the work than a mofo that got to lug around cement, fucking bags of cement all day. It's work though. That's the part. You think they tell men, be careful walking home at night because they might get raped? Yo, somebody might stop you in the street and assault you in a provocative manner. You a whole man. You better be safe out there in the street by yourself. Because somebody might try to take your booty hole or try to jack you or whatever the hell. You think they're saying that to men? You think there's a man somewhere worried walking down the street that some chick is going to jump out and throw a vagina at him? I'm asking. So can we stop pretending like men and women are the same? We're not the same. Pardon me. in any regard. Dude! Arta D Glasses, you are definitely speaking facts for us. Women back then kept the house and a house with the finances intact. Fam, black women were, the truth is this. White women, no, this is just a fact. White women were jealous at the lives that black women were living. They were jealous. They didn't have to do anything, and we loved our women differently. Then we have situations where there were abuse in our communities. Obviously, everything ain't peaches and cream. But white women and black women suffered from different inequities inside of their community, different differences. We didn't have the problems that they came to our community and told our women that existed, that did not exist. First of all, they made it themselves that our women, they didn't want to work black women unless they was housemaids and shit like that. So a lot of our women didn't really have an option but to stay and be a housewife. They created that. I think when people watch shit, I'm trying to think of the show, Good Times. I think they don't really focus on a part that I found extremely interesting that nobody pays attention to. The only time that the father had any say was when shit got thick. Every moment before then, the mother was in charge. It was what the mother wanted everybody to do. It's programming. That father wasn't in charge of anything but discipline. The mother was in charge of every single other thing in the household. That's literally how it should be to a point. Now go watch Good Times again. I don't like Good Times for one aspect because they push too much. It was programming, and they wanted us to be programmed in a certain way. Just listen to the song. Like, they try to get us to embrace suffering. And we shouldn't embrace suffering, although we should understand it and understand its place in our life. We shouldn't embrace it and want more of it unless we're suffering in the name of the Most High. You understand? When you're going through a bad part in your life, put it on God. And the only way to put it on God is to worship God harder, worship God stronger, worship God more. So when you're going through something hard in your life, you worship the Most High more. And that's how you put it in his hands, and that's how he fixes your situation. Because you might only be suffering because he wants you to come to him. Because you have something inside of you that he put there, and now it's time to use it. I did not know that it was going to stay raining. I was hoping it was going to rain on and off so we could run outside for a minute and check the park. But it's just raining. I'm going to keep checking. Oh, and shout out to the people that pulled up to the Cash App yesterday that were concerned with where I was, apparently. And they pulled up to the Cash App yesterday and dropped a couple of bucks here and there. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the Cash App yesterday and dropped a couple of bucks here and there. I just remembered right now. Because I was just about to say, if you are enjoying any aspect of the show, you could always pull up to the Super Chat, PayPal, and or Instagram. I'm assuming that I don't know how much people could be enjoying it, but if you would like the show that you're enjoying it, you could pull up. And with any denomination, as always, it doesn't have to be $1 million. It could be $2. We just appreciate all All of that is motivation. Like even the $2, even the $3, the $1, all of that is motivation. We appreciate everything that the Lord decides to soften your heart for and then give over to what we're doing over here. There's many of things everybody that do YouTube need to do. If I'm gonna consistently bring you any type of we got 71 people in here. My content can't be terrible. Right now we got 71 people. The content can't be terrible. If you appreciate the content and you want to show your appreciation, you can pull up. So my son just dropped a video where it sit down with the stand-ups and Remy Ma is talking about her marriage with Papoose. Don't know what to tell you. I don't know. So this is weird for me that my son just did that because he's supposed to not be a clout chaser. So was this all is this choreographed? Is this like this whole situation choreographed? Like at the same time Remy Ma gets into some shit, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B get into some shit. Like is this all some shit that's being choreographed? Maybe they trying to knock these sexy reds out of the fucking also, when I tell you that I don't really care for sexy red music, I want to be clear about something. I'm not necessarily saying I'm mad at her music because of what she talks about. Because I'm not going to be out here and act like I haven't at some point in my life watched pornography. I'm not going to act like I haven't some point in my life looked at a woman and thought, wow, I would like to bed her. I'm not going to act like I've never did that. So all of those things is along the same lines of the sin that we commit. I'm not going to act like those aren't things that, as a grown adult, like we have to work on. We watch Instagram. Do you understand how many people post on Instagram? First of all, just for you to understand, when I say pornography, I'm not just talking about stuff where people are doing things at. I'm talking about a lot of the posts on Instagram that these women put out is also pornography. A lot of the dances and things that they do when they're gyrating and they don't have any actual, clothes on, and that's pornography also, by the way. So I'm not gonna pretend like there aren't things that I might also not, still engaging, because I still see those posts on my account, and I don't unfollow all of those people because they make various different accounts. But if you only make an account that's all it is, there's a good chance that I'm gonna unfollow you. I don't consider, just so we can be clear, I want to give a clarification. I don't consider just taking pictures with a bikini on as much pornography as in the culture that we live in, or the time at least that I was born in. That can also just be seen as being art. You understand what I'm saying? Although even if we go back to where did that come from, Greeks and Romans, and a lot of their statues and everything, which they considered to be art, we'll look at nowadays, it's just considered to be pornography. Why does the dude needs to have a Johnson on? Like you couldn't have put no pants on that guy. I know it's a statue, but did you have to go up to him and cuff his nuts in order to understand just the way to make them? It's like, so you understand, I got problems with a lot of this shit. In any regard, my issue with the sexy red music is that I just think it's bad. I just think a lot of that music is bad. I just think it's winning because of the, like, yes, we want to hear women talk to us a certain way. Like, I'm not going to lie. It is what it is. I used to have this one chick I was dating, and she was terrible at it. But she used to try all the time, and every time she did, it was just like, fucking me. You playing with me? Like, are you trying to make jokes? Like, she was just terrible at it. But it was also during high school, so, whatever. She was just absolutely terrible at it. She was just, and I'm like, what the fuck, fam? Don't nobody want to hear that. Obviously, I wasn't calling her fan, but it was like, what the fuck? Nobody. That's not how you do this. She was terrible at it. Super cute girl, though. Super cute. She had red hair, too. She had short red hair. She was black. kinda, she was like kinda light skinned, but not really light. She bought my first pair of sneakers. I don't want to say her name because I said something bad about her. And I like her. We had an hour and 10-minute mark. Anything else y'all guys want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I would have went outside, but like I said, it's raining outside. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. And I don't know if I would even be able to see a Cash App. So I don't know if anybody Cash App. I don't think I remember to open up the app. Fuck it if it's closed. Y'all want to? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But as far as that Remy situation is concerned, Papoose did everything that women say that they want a man to do, and the dudes still get cheated on. So please, don't go chase a woman, fam, and say don't chase women in the Bible. I believe it's Philippians 31 or 13. It's one of the two. It says don't chase women, fam. It says that chasing women is going to be a man's downfall. God is going to bring the woman into your life that you're supposed to be with at that moment. I promise you. He's going to bring a dead into your life, fam. I promise you. Like, every female that I dated that was, like, worth me date, I don't think I've dated many females that I actually got their number. Like, even, like, facts. Like, most of the females I dated, they've actually either just fell into my life or they came and actually made an effort to talk to me. Damn near every single female I've dated. I'm talking about from my childhood into my adulthood. Just speaking facts. Almost every, because I used to just get chicks, and if my homie was in here, he could confirm this. Shout out to freaking Mello. I got a homie look like Carmelo Anthony. He'll tell you. Because he's been with me, and we should just go out, and I just get mad numbers, and he'd be like, yo, what did you call Shorty? And I just be like, oh, man, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just terrible at shit like that. He's particularly pissed off at this one Dominican chick I scooped. She didn't speak no English, fam. I got her number. I call her like twice, but we can't talk on the phone. She don't speak English. My Spanish is not good enough for me to have an over-the-phone conversation. After we get past like the first couple of sentences of who I am, where I am, and shit like that, ain't nothing. There's a couple of other things. I could tell you what I like to eat. A couple of things. There's not much I could do. My Spanish is rusty as shit. He made fun of me for years about that. And she was bad. He used to make fun of me for years about that. And apparently when I scooped, it was in front of the McDonald's, in front of Yankee Stadium, and everybody was clapping. That shit was crazy, fam. She jumped in the cab. Everybody was like, woo! I was like, that shit was funny as fuck. I'm popular, fam. Everybody know who I am. Ironically, I was like, I think that was the same night that I got Shorty. So we had this other dude that we used to hang out with. I forgot his name. I think his name was John. So I forgot what his name is. He used to always scream out Mello every time he shoot a jump shot. I mean, not Mello, Kobe. He used to scream out Kobe every time he shoot a jump shot. He never wanted to pass because his whole thing is he's Kobe. So he don't never got a pass. He was okay player at best. So he scooped some, he was talking to some, I just want to tell you the story real quick. So we in front of Yankee Stadium. So we used to go play basketball at the new parks, right? So we used to go play basketball over there. And after we played basketball, we would hang out in the summer near Yankee Stadium and scoop chicks. Like, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? So we go to work. At least, we go to work. We meet up like around, get off of work. We meet up around like 4 or 5 o'clock. We go play basketball till about 8, 9 o'clock. Sometimes 10. Or whenever the game let out. And then we go over there and we hang out or whatever. And so this particular day, there wasn't a game at the park, but there was a concert. I forgot who the concert was, but there was a concert. So there was some chick that was like from Long Island. So my homie was talking to her. I forgot his name. Light-skinned nigga. He's about 6'1". So my homie was talking to the chicks. So he was taking too long to scoop them. And we had to go. So I scooped the number and everything for him. And so the reason why I'm telling you the story is because they was cheerleaders. So allegedly, he at some college or some shit. So allegedly, he got them to come to the city, linked up with them, but he didn't tell none of us. So we don't know if he really linked up. So we always tell the joke that you foul for that because they do this splits. So we always tell the joke that he was foul for that. And then right after that happened, I met shortly after that happened, I met Kendra. So let's go. Shout out to Mike G, top of the sea. God bless me. Shout out to Mike G, top of the morning. Top of the morning, salute. Shout out to Toon, says salute, chat, salute. Met Kendra shortly after that. That's a fact. Maybe I think I met Kendra like literally a couple of months after that. No, I met her the next year. It was the next year. But it was like, I met Kendra in like September, some shit. August, September. And this shit happened in like June, July. That shit was funny. We just make fun of that nigga all the time. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, you capping. Like, no, but I went and met up with him. We had a whole bunch of friends. We was chilling. You capping. He used to scoop a lot of shorties, though. Well, we used to talk to a lot of shorties. I don't know what he was scooping. Let me be quiet. I don't know the man business. But he used to talk to a lot. But we all used to talk to a lot of shorties. I don't know. I used to hang out with my friends, so I don't know. Shout out to them niggas. I heard somebody walk past me the other day and say, he don't got friends. There's a difference between not having friends and trying to avoid drama. If I wanted to go out and go places, I can at any time. Believe me. Believe me. I'm getting invited to all the parties, man. I'm just not going. People are probably pissed off as shit at me and probably think that I think I'm all of that. When in reality, I'm just not going because I'm not a party guy. I respect that. Pull up when I pull up. Because I'm gonna pull up and I'm not even gonna be looking like I'm having fun, even if I am having fun. You get it? Like, I'm not really a party guy. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I wanted to take you outside, but obviously it's raining. I'm going to look out the door one more time. I've been looking out the window. Hold on a second. Fucking leave, fam. The fuck? That sucks. What up, Few? Yeah, that sucks. We got 73 people in here, man. Can we hit that like button? We got to be able to get the 40 likes, fam. We got 73 people in, man. We can get the 35 likes. That's 3 more. Which Bronx indictments are you talking about, Mr. G? Thank you. Some conversation. Which Bronx indictments are you talking about, Mr. G? Mike G? I'm going to say Mr. G. I bet you they're in areas with high violence. I bet you they're in areas where there's a lot of violence. So where are we talking about? River Park Towers, probably. We could be talking about the Soundview area. I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about the South Bronx area around daycare. Oh, yes, definitely. 175th. Andrews Ave? Oh, wow. Okay. So that's around, that's that whole area where they fucking around with the River Park Towers. That's in that whole area. Them niggas is always beefing, right? Or am I wrong? Because you talking about right over there on the other side of Gun Hill. Other side of Burnside, right? Yeah, but they all getting caught up because they shooting at each other. You understand? They shooting at each other. That's why they getting caught up. But I've been told y'all that. Do y'all remember how I was literally telling all the gangs of New York City how to stay out of a RICO? Have I been correct so far? Do you remember the advice, Mike G? Do you remember the advice I was giving all the gangs of New York City to stay out of RICOs? Have I been correct so far? The gangs that have actually been doing the shit that I've been saying, if not in RICOs, and all the other niggas is getting caught up, have I been correct so far? I told niggas how to stay out of the RICO. Y'all just rather listen to these weirdos online. These niggas don't care about y'all. They don't care about our people. They busy trying to get views. I told all of the New York City gangs, all of the drug dealers, I told everybody how to stay out of the fucking RICO. Shout out to Ganju. Salute. He said, saw that in the news 2 days ago. Fam, I've been telling everybody to stay out the RICO. Y'all shooting at each other. Clean the block up some. Stop shooting at each other. I promise you, the police are going to have to worry about other people, even if you are committing some crimes. They're going to go after the people that's doing the worst crimes. You get it? They have to put their resources in certain areas. Right now, they got all of their resources in the Bronx because them dudes is firing at each other right and left, even the regular citizens. See, that's the difference from the Bronx and a lot of these other boroughs. No disrespect to no other borough. In the Bronx, a nigga don't gotta be in a gang. They've been extorting and beating up day laborers also. But that's always been going on. So they're gonna start trying to stop that now? Dude, the Bronx is different. And other, like, if you got Brooklyn, right? You got areas that the crime is being committed by whatever that gang is in that area or whatever they ops is. They committing crimes over here. In the Bronx, it just be regular citizens. Niggas got a whole regular job. You just fuck with the wrong one that day. Tell me where the law at. You could be a whole regular dude, fam. You just fuck with the wrong one that day. That's why the Bronx is different. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's really different, fam. If I'm saying anything wrong, please put it in the chat. It's just different. Like, you go other places. Like, I'm in Brooklyn right now. The regular niggas, they not thinking about getting involved in no bullshit. They going living their life, doing their families. Even gang members is out here. They not thinking about doing a whole bunch of crimes. They busy going to work every day, taking care of whatever they got to take care of. It's not the people that's committing the crimes, the actual crimes, are people that's involved in, you know, some kind of organized crime committing shit. No, nigga, in the Bronx, it just be a regular nigga, and it be that day. It be two niggas that cross each other path, and it just be that day. If they would have met each other the day before, they would have kept walking. The day after, they would have kept walking. But today was the day. It's just different. And all of the other shit also, by the way. So the other shit is also going on. So that's also going on. The gang shit and all the other shit. Nah, them niggas, they getting caught up in RICOs, fam. They shooting too much. They shooting and they killing too much. And it's really bad. It's really a problem. It's really bad and it's really a problem. I remember when the gang violence when I was growing up it had nothing to do with guns. Like, there'll just be, you know, you'll hear about a fight over here or a fight over there, and it was a big gang fight over here and a big gang fight over there, and some people got stabbed up. Somebody might have died. But nowadays, you don't hear that. You just hear about shootout over here, shootout over there. And I'm not condoning the fighting or nothing like that. But what I'm saying, we living in a different time. This is what I was trying to explain to y'all before. There's a reason why the kids is killing the kids like they are. Because nowadays, the way that the children's mindset is, the high school kids, the young teenager kids, the way their mindset is that they don't believe it until something bad happened. You understand what I'm saying? Like back in the day, a nigga got hit their own shit going on. So you could meet a person in the middle and y'all could just go y'all separate ways. Nowadays, people don't got shit going on. They don't have nothing. They don't have no life. They're just trying to figure out how to get clout. They're just trying to figure out how to somebody to like them on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? They don't. There's no purpose. You understand? So the kids nowadays, like something bad gotta happen in order for them to stop. You understand? It's not like when I was growing up, where I really have my own shit going on and I don't want to deal with you. You don't really want to deal with me either. You got your own shit going on. Bronx on the news every damn day. Not surprised. It's not gentrification there. You can't gentrify the Bronx, man. The fuck? There's parts of the Bronx gentrified, but it's hard as hell. It's hard to gentrify the Bronx. The Bronx is the wilderness, man. The Bronx, you know, Gotham City is based on the Bronx. You do know this, right? Bob Kane, he grew up in the Bronx. Gotham City is based on the Bronx. It's just the Bronx don't have buildings like Manhattan. You understand what I'm saying? So they had to change the... Gotham City is based on the Bronx. Not New York, not Chicago. The Bronx. Now, for everybody that think I'm capping, Bob Kane is the creator of Batman. Bill Finger is the one who was the first drawer of Batman. He was the artist. Batman was created by Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Bob Kane came up with the idea of Batman. Bill Finger then, drew the aesthetics and created the look of Batman. They're both equally as far as I'm concerned. But Bob Kane, the person who wrote the lore of Batman, that person, the actual writer of Batman, the creator of Batman, the idea, the concept, he's from the Bronx. Go look it up for anybody, because I got to say that, because you always got people that act like I don't know, like I'm wrong. And then let me be right about something, but it's arguable. They're going to come in and they're going to say I'm lying, or they're going to say I'm wrong, because I'm talking about something that's arguable. So I can't even talk about things that can be argued. I have to talk about things that's factual. If you notice, they usually just try to disrespect me. They can't say I'm saying anything wrong, fam. I'm not saying nothing wrong. They got to nitpick and disrespect me. What else y'all want to talk about? How the fuck we get on Batman? Oh, we talking about the Bronx and gentrification. No, see, there's too many. Okay, so in Brooklyn and in Queens, there's lots of different groups of people that live there, right? So in Queens, you got a lot of a large Asian community, right? Large Asian community in Queens. In Brooklyn, like, you have everybody out here in Brooklyn. You got West Indians out here in Brooklyn, black people, Haitians. You got every fucking body out here in Brooklyn. Russians, freaking Ukrainians. You got everything in Brooklyn. Everything is in Brooklyn. The Bronx has everything also, right? But it's different. I don't know how to appropriately explain this, but you'll have large places of the Bronx that's predominantly Puerto Rican. And then you have clusters of different races of people living inside of that community. Then you have other portions that's a large part, and it's like West Indian. And then you have little clusters. You understand? The blacks and Hispanics run the Bronx. So it's hard for me to explain this. But everybody is in the Bronx. And it's not like in other boroughs where everybody is separate. Niggas is together. It's hard for me to explain. So you'll have a lot of Bronx like organizations and gangs and shit that got everybody in them. Like you'll have Bloods in the Bronx, and you won't have people say, Bloods can only be black. You have whatever gang in the Bronx. You understand? It's hard for me to explain. But it's like everybody's really intermingled. But yeah, it's basically Hispanic and blacks. But it's like everybody is intermingled. Like it's hard. Like the area I grew up in when I was a kid, when I lived alone, is near the Fordham Road area. That's actually I grew up on 181st, between 181st and 182nd in Park Avenue. That's where I grew up. That whole area, that whole entire area, it's in the middle of nowhere. Like we got a bus on Webster. We used to have a bus that was on Washington Avenue. They moved that bus. We got a bus on Webster, and we got a bus on 3rd Avenue. But it's really in the middle of nowhere. Like it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the crosstown is the 36. But it's in the middle of nowhere. Like that's really one of those neighborhoods where it's in the middle of nowhere. Like it's hard for me to explain. Like if you've never really been, like when you go there, it looked like there's parts of it when you drive through the area and it looks like it's abandoned. And this is nowadays, not even back in the 80s. Mayor Adams seemed like he knows he can't control the Bronx, so he's just let them have it. They just sending the police to the Bronx, fam. They just sending the police to the Bronx. The Bronx is different, fam. The Bronx is just different. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm not saying different in a better way, just so we can be clear. It's just different, man. It's just different. Like I love living out here in Coney Island. I love living in Brooklyn. So I love it. Just to be clear. There's parts of the Bronx I lived in where I didn't care to live there, right? Bronx is just different, fam. I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. A lot of famous people came from the Bronx too, by the way. A lot. Like Robert De Niro, and he from the Bronx. Is Robert De Niro or Al Pacino? I think it was Robert De Niro. He went to DeWitt Clinton High School, I believe. Both of them is probably from the Bronx, to be honest with you. A lot of people are from the Bronx. A lot of people. I mean, we got a lot of people that became famous just from New York City in general. Let's just not be clear. But let's just be clear. But a lot of the people who are famous from the Bronx, like I promise you, when you hear their names, you wouldn't even know. Denzel Washington is from Mount Vernon. That's damn near the Bronx. Shout out to Yonkers. That's damn near the Bronx. And you got to go to these places and experience these places and walk around these places to get it. It's the same people, the same environment, the same motion as the Bronx. Yeah, sure, I'm eating today, Russell White. Why? What y'all think I should get today? Yeah, I'm eating. Why? Somebody wanna pull up to the super chat? I mean, pull up to the Cash App? Y'all wanna I'm hoping the fucking rain calm down. I'm trying to look for the rain to calm down because I wanted to take you outside. So I'm hoping the rain is gonna calm down. But hell yeah, we trying to eat. Everybody pull up to the we got the Cash App up there. Everybody pull up to the Cash App. It is definitely pouring. And SUN, please, if you don't mind. There is a travel advisory alert currently in New York City and the surrounding areas. Yeah, hell yeah. Everybody pull up to the Cash App. What y'all think we should do? It's raining outside. Everybody pull up to the Cash App so we can order some pizza. I don't got to go outside. Be like, yo, Jack, we don't want you to walk out there and all of that rains out there. It's raining bad out there. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Who think Remy Ma did Papoose wrong? Put that in the chat. Who thinks Nicki Minaj is right? Put that in the chat. Also, when did Nicki Minaj last get swatted? I'm curious about that. Because if she's talking about that swatting that happened a couple of years ago, then this is a little bit too late to be talking about you trying to get revenge. But if she's talking about some shit that just recently happened, I don't know. I'm kind of on her side. They're saying Remy did it. Papoose and Remy actually allegedly is split up a couple of months ago. They've already been separated, allegedly. And I saw that picture where before I had the context of the possible relationship. I saw that picture with Remy and she was dressed like her and homeboy was there together. I used to have a girlfriend, right? Shout out to Maria. We used to go everywhere color coordinated. We used to go everywhere color coordinated. Like when we bought our clothes, long story. Anyway, we went everywhere color coordinated. Every pair of sneaker I had, she bought. So we had everything, everywhere color coordinated. So I look at it kind of weird that she showed up color coordinated with the dude that she's accused of having a relationship with. I'm just saying. Me and Maria went everywhere color coordinated. And I mean, I was cool with that too. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cool with that. I'm here for that. Toon says, I'm trying not to believe Remy would cheat on Pap with some random ass battle rapper. Women don't usually go after the people we assume that they're gonna go after, right? People go after what they like. You don't never know Remy and Pap's relationship behind the scenes. She looks like she's in charge. When a woman is the head of the household, fam, she's never gonna respect you enough to not cheat on you. So she's either just not cheating on you because she don't cheat, but she's not cheating on you because she respects you, fam. She's the head of the household. So that means that every single place she goes, she see every other woman being led, but she got to lead you. Like, she's not going to respect you. I'm going to say that again. Everywhere else she's going, she's seeing other women being loved to the point where their man is leading them appropriately. Like, you have to love your woman to a certain degree to be able to appropriately lead her. You understand what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times women will get with a broke nigga. It don't be, oh, I want to be able to control the guy. He don't got no bread. It be that broke nigga's actually a leader. He just don't have no money. But he's a leader. And that's what a lot of y'all dudes don't get. Y'all be so busy chasing the bag and y'all wonder why your woman cheating on y'all with a nigga that don't got no bread. It wasn't just that he was available. You know, he ain't got no job, so he's walking around all day. It's not that he just wasn't available, but he's giving out that energy like he's a leader, even if he isn't. Because remember, a lot of dudes out here fake being a leader. They just yell, talk loud, and then, you know, argue at people that really don't want to argue with them so they can look like they win in the argument. That's the easiest way to win an argument. Argue at somebody that don't even want to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, people are slow. They're going to assume that since the person don't want to argue with you, that you must be right. You understand? That's slow. Mike G, Mr. G says facts, especially when she was poor and came up and is the provider now. Yeah, so you got to be able to lead your woman, fam. Like, with all due respect. Like, you got to be able to lead your woman. I don't care if you don't got no bread. I don't care if she is the sole provider of the income. If you can't lead her, she's not going to be able to respect you, fam. That's just what that is. And some women can't be led. So therefore, it's just impossible for them to respect a man. So just keep your eyes open for shit like that. The dude who she allegedly cheated with is her damn employee, basically. Yeah. This nigga got up in there and smooth talked her. I'm going to say something, and I want to be clear about something. I think Pat just stumbled into Remy. I think that was just a stumble. I don't think he has any actual, with all due respect. I heard him rap. It doesn't seem to me like he has any. Papoose is one of the lyrically, Papoose is one of the best rappers I've ever heard, but he has zero charisma. Can we agree on that? Lyrically, Papoose is one of the best rappers I've ever heard. But he has zero charisma. You know, sometimes y'all keep y'all woman because y'all funny, right? You know, sometimes that's why we keep our women. You know that, right? Sometimes we just keep our woman. We don't even know. We don't even know she's thinking about stepping out on us. We don't have the slightest idea, but we be super charismatic. And those feelings of cheating on us go away. This nigga has zero chemistry, fam. Pardon me, charisma, not chemistry. Charisma. He has zero charisma. Zero. No disrespect to him. Like I told you, one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. If he had any charisma, he'd be, I don't know what to tell you. Just he has zero charisma. He has like negative 100. Toon says, you said the really shit the other day that didn't really think about it though. Why would she hold an event in that guy's hometown? So why would she hold an event at a hometown of the dude that your husband snuffed for cheating on you, for cheating with, allegedly? Also, if it's all allegations and it's not true, he snuffed you and now y'all separated. I mean, he snuffed dude and now they separated. You can't listen to Pap because he has no charisma. He doesn't know how to say the words. You understand? He doesn't know how to. You see how when I speak, you see how the influxes of the different inflections I make, pardon me, the different inflections I make when I speak, when I'm saying certain things, that allows for you to really feel like we're having a conversation. That allows for you to feel the individual words in which I'm speaking. Because I'm using the different, the delivery I'm using, the way that I'm using my voice, the way that I talk, you know, all of this has to deal with charisma. You understand what I'm saying? He has zero charisma. He doesn't know how to say a thing and make you feel the thing that he's saying, but he do know how to make you hear it. You understand? He just has zero charisma, fam. Also, whenever I see the male, the husband, the baby father, the husband with the kids all the time, I just always assume the woman is cheating. When I was growing up, whenever I saw the father was always with the kids, usually the woman was cheating. Don't know what to tell you. Usually when I seen the father always with the kids, you never see the mother with them. I'm not saying when you see both the father and the mother periodically switching up. No, you never see the mother with the kids. You always see the father with the kids. Every once in a while, you see the mother with the kids. She cheating, fam. At least that's been my experience more than not. Why did dude say, hey, Russell White, you still in here? Hey, if anybody is enjoying this program, you can always pull up to the Cash App, PayPal, and or Super Chat. You can show a little bit of support to the channel if you would like. If you would not like, obviously you don't have to. Tune says, that shit showed me she the breadwinner, so she gotta hold the kid down. Yes, you asked me about lunch. I would love to eat lunch today. When I was younger, the gangs was different, had the savage skull shit. Like, the gangs was just different in the back in the day, friend. Like, it was just different. You understand what I'm saying? It was just different. It is what it is. Does anybody want to join Russell White at the Cash App? And if the rain slow down, we'll go out into the rain and do a thing. I literally wore this today because I thought that the rain, because I want to go check and see if the kids is out there playing, but I don't think they're going to be playing. It's just too much rain. I wish I had somebody's, but I can't do it yet anyway, because we're on the thing. But somebody could have DM'd me or something. I don't know. Freaking Lee. And like, they don't have no, and this is another problem that I'm pissed off. I haven't walked all the way over in that park. That park needs to be fixed. It's going to be raining to 3 p.m. They said, dang. That park needs to be fixed. They need to add some trees to that park. They need to just add some things to that park to make the park more people friendly. That park isn't very people friendly. Like, I think it needs okay, so on the opposite side of the main streets from the basketball court, there's no real trees. Like, they need to have trees over there, fam. For those that don't get it, just so we can be clear, for those that don't get it, trees help cool off the air, because when the wind blows through the trees, it cools off the air when it blows through the leaves. Pardon me. The wind cools off the air when it blows through the leaves. So I think they need to add more trees over there. Also, adding more trees will literally help with when there's too much wind and you can't shoot jump shots. They just need to add trees over there, fam. They need to fix that landscape. That's my opinion. Shout out to Russell White. He says $5 for the first. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Who's next? Who's next? I like the fact that now when I see I can kick the people before y'all get to see them. So they just come in here and say some foolish shit and I'll just kick them real dumb quick. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I am. Well, at least let it slow down a little. I've been looking out the door. Are you sending something to the super chat or to the Cash App, Mr. Toombs? I'll order some food. You sending something to the super chat or to the Cash App? I've been looking outside. I'm hoping it like cooled down enough where I feel comfortable where we might be able to walk over there to check it out. This is another reason why I'm wearing what I'm wearing today, because I plan on wearing these shoes. No, I'm not trying to play you. Why would you think I'm trying to play you, Toombs? I don't understand what I just did wrong. Why would you think I'm trying to play you? You said order some food. I said, sure. I'm not sure what I did that was trying to play you. I'm not sure. 100% you took whatever I just said incorrectly. I promise you. Like, I promise you. However you took what I said, you're taking it the wrong way. I promise you. I didn't mean that in no way disrespectful, fam. Sheesh. I was just stating something. I was saying, sure, excellent. Pull up. I think it's a great idea. And then after you pull up, I'm going to say to more people, it's a great idea. Let's all, join and do this thing. Okay, copy. I got weirdos that be talking crazy. I don't know how nobody be feeling. I was walking to the store the other day, so I walked past some dude on the corner, and I see them on the corner, and I say what's up all the time, but I usually turn down the street before I walk past them. But every time I, say what's up from across the street, they say what's up. So I was actually walking past them because I went to the store. So I'm walking past them, I'm walking to the store, so I said what's up. And then the interaction just felt like a little weird, but they said what's up to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? The interaction just felt a little weird. And I felt the obligation when I walked back out the store to explain, nah, I didn't mean nothing by it. But they was like, nah, we fuck with you. I was like, but so it was probably a little weird on my part. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there was nothing there. Maybe it was my part. I'm taking blame for the situation, just so we can be clear. Yeah, so I'm taking blame for the situation. Shout out to the dudes and shit. But there's a street that I usually turn down. I don't usually walk over there all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I generally, say what's up to the people that standing on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I try to say what's up to everybody. Because I know some days I don't really feel like talking to people. And I must, come off, really antisocial on those days. And so I try to make up for it on the days that I feel like talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Some days I don't feel like talking to people. I ain't gonna lie. It's I'd be like, I don't want to deal with this shit. It's last 3 days, I've been my chat, what the fuck going on in the chat the last 3 days, and then you don't even understand the shit I got to deal with when I'm not online. You don't understand the shit I got to deal with when I'm not online. So it's like, what the fuck? There's people in here talking crazy now. Y'all want to slap a hater? Right now is the best time to pull up. Shout out to Tunes with the $5 drop. He said, damn rat bastard, eat. Shout out to Tunes with the $5 drop. He said, you rat bastard. I want to make rat bastard shirts so bad you have no idea. I've been trying to figure out how to do it. Oh, shit. It said you're live now, so somebody just fuck with my jump off. I've been trying to make rat bastard shirts for so long, but Teesprings won't let me do it because they don't let me put the shit up there. I've been trying to make rat bastard shirts for so long. That's serious. The fuck? We gonna get rat bastard shirts at one point or another, you rat bastards. I promise you that. Been making rap. I wanted to be trying to make rap bastard shirt. Would you cop one? If I had rap bastard shirts, who would cop one? I've been trying to make rap bastard shirts. We gotta have the BBN edition. We gotta have the regular, the BBN edition, the cold edition. Would you cop one if I had rap bastard shirts? I'm curious. Who would cop one? Fucking rain, fam. Y'all know we gonna have to get up to the $30-something mark if I'm gonna be ordering food. So up until now, we still walking to the store at some point or another. At the rat bastard shirts, man. There was people that were offering to get us shirt presses over here, but I'm not ready for that right now. So I think by me backing up the offer that they was giving, I think because I'm not ready for it, they would have got me the thing and I wouldn't have been prepared to do the thing that we were going to be doing. I just wasn't prepared. So I hope they don't think if I don't feel like I'm prepared for something, I just don't do it. You understand what I'm saying? I understand sometimes you're never going to be prepared. You just got to jump in there. But I don't have my computer and everything appropriately. So the people that wanted to give me the person, it was a $500 press machine they was going to get me. No, I just wasn't prepared. If you hear this, I wasn't ready. You would have wasted your money. It would have been a blown opportunity. I would have had to hold on to the thing to who knows how long until I would have been able to do the things that we needed to be done. So if I can't, I had somebody, another person that was gonna work with my computer and things and such. I wasn't prepared. You know, I wasn't mentally prepared at that time. I was just going through a lot. I wasn't mentally prepared. I wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared now. That's why I know. That's why God is promoting me right now, because I'm literally prepared now. I wasn't prepared previously. I wasn't ready. Um, that's just a fact. I just wasn't mentally prepared. I was dealing with a lot, and I think one of the things that is helping me, like right now, shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to Coney Island. I've been getting a lot of support from the people here. Like one of the best things I heard in a couple of days was when we pulled up into our regular spot that we filmed from, and the young ladies asked us where were we. You know, I hadn't been out there for a couple of days. Like, where was you at? Um, I am no way, shape, or form lonely. Don't get confused. But because I don't. That's not like how I feel. But it does feel good to know that there are people that actually appreciate, some of the things I might be doing. And, for a real long time, especially when people were offering me these opportunities, I didn't feel like, I was appreciated. I didn't feel like the things that I was doing were of value. That all people thought they were of value. I felt they were of value. That's why I was doing them. But I didn't feel like other people thought they were of value. And now I'm getting that feeling now that, I didn't think really highly of people. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we talk about God a lot over here, and I was just getting killed all day, every day on different social media platforms by weirdos, by people in our chat. All I do is talk about God. So I just looked at human beings very negatively. You know, just be honest. All right, because the only human beings I was coming in contact with, for the most part, you know, was Satanists. People that want to, it is what it is. Shout out to all the good people out there. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. That just meant a lot to me. What else y'all talking about? Put it, just keep looking at this fucking window. It's just raining. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Because I also haven't eaten anything this morning, so I would like to go to the fucking store. I don't got no breakfast stuff in here. I don't got no stuff for the morning. They got the freaking they got the oatmeal on sale for $5 for the box of oatmeal. That's a win. I knew I should have got some yesterday. $4.99 for the box of oatmeal. That's a win. Toon says if you say a good word and give people content to get through their mornings or afternoon, you deserve to be paid for. Appreciate you, Toons. I wish people weren't conditioned to believe that other people should be paid for those things, just not Jack Frost. But people are conditioned to believe that I'm doing something wrong when I'm doing this. You understand? They've been conditioned to believe this. They've been conditioned to believe that I'm doing something wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Um, they've been conditioned to believe that while other people should be getting paid for this service, I shouldn't be. And people believe it. So what could I? There's nothing I could do about that. What could I do about that? There's nothing I could do about that. I can't convince people opposite. What could I do about that? If I try to encourage people to support the platform, they tell people that I'm telling people they have to donate. I'm never saying anybody has to donate, fam, but I'm supposed to say I'm worth donating to. I'm supposed to say I'm worth caring about. I'm supposed to say I'm worth loving. Me saying those things isn't me scamming anybody. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I promise you, I'm not lonely. I promise you. I feel like the only time I have peace is when I'm by myself. To be honest with you. Sometimes I just don't make it to places because I be by myself and I be thinking I'm at peace, and time just flies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just forget. There's been numerous times I was supposed to be a place and I just forget because I be in a moment of no stress. I be in a moment where like there's nothing going wrong. And I'd be like, I don't care that there's nothing happening. There's nothing going wrong. I don't care that there's nothing happening. So I just stay where there's nothing going wrong. What time we got? 10:17. Shout out to G Force. He likes making crack jokes every time he comes in here. I'm just gonna kick him. I have an umbrella somewhere in here, but it's a small umbrella. I don't know where the last I put it. And how am I gonna get an umbrella right now? If I didn't have an umbrella right now, how am I gonna get an umbrella? I'm gonna have to walk through the rain, right? You think I live next to an umbrella store? The closest dollar store is about 5 blocks, right? Yeah. Yeah, just kick him. Yeah, just kick him. Yeah, out of any negative energy, I just kick. I don't want to deal with it. See, that's why I just be home. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't be not wanting to make it to whatever the thing is, but I be at home and I be like, there's nothing going wrong. Like, why would I leave somewhere where nothing is going wrong to go somewhere where something, it's a good chance something is gonna go wrong? Like that doesn't make sense. So that's how my brain works. So I'd be like, nothing is going wrong. So I'd be staying here for a while. I can't even go to the laundromat, man. I go to the laundromat. I got the fucking weirdo ass people. You understand? I can't go to the store. I can't go nowhere. Everywhere I go, something's gonna go wrong. Y'all got to get that dude Justin up from out of here. Justin is walking around making sure everywhere I go, he's helping the people that hate me. So they make sure everywhere I go, everything always go wrong. Remember, I was just outside one day and that girl walked by yelling and screaming, telling me I got to get off the block. What the fuck is you talking about? Get out of here. Go to the back. Just yelling at me. They had the nerve to walk past me the other day. Smile. Don't smile at me, baby girl. We don't got no beef. I don't got no beef with you. But I promise you, I don't never want your energy around me ever. I promise you. And I don't want an apology. I don't really want to explore life. I've explored a lot of shit throughout the entirety of my life. Like I'm done. I don't really want to go do anything. That's what I'm busy trying to explain. I'm not losing at anything. It's not anything I really want to go do right now. I don't even feel inspired. Like there's nothing I want to do. If there was something I wanted to do, I go do it. There's nothing I want to. Just so we could be clear, if there was something I wanted to do, I go do it. It's really just not nothing I want to go do. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. If there's something I want to go do, I go do it. What the fuck? It's not really anything I want to go do. Most of the time I wanted to go do things, it was because I was helping somebody else. I find it fun. Like that's why you're gonna meet a lot of people that knew me. Like, Yeah, you're gonna meet a lot of people that know me, like from my 20s, early 30s, teenage years, and they're gonna have story upon story about some shit that me and them got involved in. Because 9 times out of 10, they were just doing something. I was going along for the ride. I was just helping out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was fun. I come from a really non-supportive family. Like, they're the opposite of supportive. You understand what I'm saying? All they do is talk about how everything ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? And they're just really not supportive at all. So, I've always been trying to be the thing I've needed in life. So I want to support what somebody else is doing. I want to encourage people. I want to try to get people to believe in themselves. I'm trying to be the thing that I needed. I needed somebody to care about me. I needed somebody to support my dreams. I needed somebody to encourage me. I just never got any of those things. So I just try to be the thing that I needed when I was young. That's it. That's all. So you, generally speaking, main reason why I'm probably feeling really uninspired is because of my opinion that I currently have of human beings. They generally, my experience with human beings the last couple of years have been terrible. So I'm just uninspired. That's why I tell you, I'm not lonely. Sometimes I literally just get off of the live so I can be alone, literally. Out in the live just so I could be alone. I don't have nothing to do. I'm not going to do nothing. I just be like, you know what? I want to be alone. That's it. Not lonely. You by yourself, you get to do what you want to do, the way you want to do it, how you want to do it. There's no arguing. You don't have nobody trying to shit on your shit. You don't have no bullshit going on. I don't understand why more people don't want to spend the time alone, to be honest with you. Just be honest with you. I think that's a weakness, like to not be able to be alone. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy. That's why prison isn't even jail no more. Like, let's say if I got locked up and I went to prison, these guys got TVs and video games in there. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of niggas that the only reason why they want to come home is because there's no women. What up, breaking news? Salute. I mean, right now, that's the only reason to not want to be in prison. The food and there's no women. That's it. There's no other reason to not want to be in prison, man. Tell me a reason to not want to be in prison. There's no other reason. There's no women and there's the food you got to eat. There's no other reason to not want to be in prison, man. I mean, you could say a whole bunch of shit, but guess what? You wake up every single day. Artie D. Glasses, and if you are a creative person, you're normally a loner. Yeah, that's a fact. Because dealing with a lot of other people messes up the creation process. There's always people trying to, like, get involved in your ideas. Too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That problem. You run into that problem. So yeah, no, I prefer to be alone. That's why I keep trying to tell you, like, um, damn near every female I've ever dated is gonna tell you that. Like every female I've ever lived with, pardon me, every female I've ever lived with, they're gonna tell you that. Now he just likes to be alone. Because there's a point in our relationships where they generally think that there's something wrong. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. We good. Yeah, but Russell White, a lot of people don't want to actually do anything. And they don't have no actual skill. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see no benefit of being any place where you can't come and go as you please either. But there are people that legitimately go to jail on purpose because they just don't have no way to live. There are people that just do shit that is gonna wind them up nowhere but prison, and when they go to prison, they're fine with doing their time. These people exist. So while I'm agreeing with you, with the exception of women and the food you gotta eat, that's not really a big enough deterrent for most niggas. Is that fair? That fair? The fuck was that? Yeah, no, I'm just asking, is that fair? I'm just saying. Even with them existing, what I'm saying might not be fair. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just asking if what I'm saying is fair. I'm not even asking if you agree with me. Yeah, prisoners make 50 cents a day, but I mean, so explain to me how they getting TVs and PlayStations and there's other things going on in the jail system, fam. Our biggest drug situation is probably the jail system. They need to just do the jails like they do in a lot of these foreign countries and allow people to move their families in there with them, to be honest with you. Certain crimes, I'm just going to say some certain crimes people should just never be able to come back out again or just be executed. That's just my opinion. I think there's certain crimes that there is no explanation for putting the person back into the population. Crimes against children. How the hell do you? How does that person become free again? That doesn't make sense to me. Um, Taking advantage of somebody, sexually assaulting somebody. I don't understand. You know how that person is being free again. And I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the shit that we know definitively. You know what I'm saying? There's a dude that got caught on Pornhub because he got a minor pregnant and he was basically, making Pornhub videos with the minor. There's another dude, Florida, obviously. There's another dude in Florida. He just recently took the life of his 16-year-old niece because he got her pregnant. Like, why would people like this be let back out into the public in any way, shape, or form? You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So that's where I'm at with that. Like, why would you let that person back out free? Like, this isn't a question whether the crime was committed. You 100% know that this crime was committed and it was committed against a child. Why should that person be allowed to be free again? And they should just be open about slave camps. They should just be open up. Literally, if you're a prisoner, you're a slave. It's written into the thing. They should be open about slave camps. That's it. They should give you the option, or they determine whether you go to the slave camp, or whether you go to, you are exterminated. And these camps are going to be where we build our merchandising that we can make affordable products that we can now sell in America, and we don't have to kill people at the fucking dollar. I'm tired of people, and I understand what I'm saying sounds crazy, and it sounds like, this is a human rights violation. But we're talking about the most despicable of the despicable. We're not talking about the guy who's in jail because he got drunk by accident and then he had an accident and he actually killed somebody. We're not talking about the guy or the woman that stole out of the store and now she got to go do some time. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the individuals that's out here committing crimes against humanity. committing crimes against children, committing crimes against other human beings that are just despicable. I believe they should just either be removed or put or sent to slave prisons. When they're now, we're just calling it that because now they're going to be manufacturing goods. And if they can't manufacture the goods well, then they just, they get the alternative. They get the option to go be a part of a workforce, live a reasonable life behind bars for the rest of their life. And it's not going to be the prisons like we know the prisons. They'll have a bed. They'll have not access to the internet, but, it'll be reasonable living. They're not going to be able to be in the capacity, be in a situation where they could commit the crimes again. And they're going to live there forever. And they're going to have a job. And it might be putting cars together. Who the fuck knows? It might be assembling computers. It might be, I don't know, making clothes. That's what I think. We talking about despicable individuals. Somebody who's a mass murderer. Maybe we just, the person went and shot up a school or something. Now we just get rid of them. Somebody's a serial killer. We just get rid of them. Why is these people even in jail? How are we fighting for their rights to be alive? This is just the way that I feel. And I'm not trying to be a dick. And I'm not trying to be hard. But I know people who like to kill people. And the government keep putting these people right back out on the street. And they'll be right in a conversation with you and talking to you about how they love it, like it's an addiction. And then they'll go commit another murder and they'll get back out in about 5 or 10 years and they're going to do it again. Anything else y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. And then when they release these people, these terrible people, they release them to certain communities. Y'all just love the Democrats, fam. Y'all just love the fucking Democrats, fam. I just love the Democrats. I just fucking love them. I just love them. Ah, man. What else y'all want to talk about? What else y'all want to talk about, fam? I'm getting upset. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I got to figure out how to get to the store in a minute or two. I don't know if we're going to keep the live on. I tell you what, I'm going to go to the store in a minute or two. We get a couple more drops, I'll try to keep the live on. If not, then I'm just going to dead the live and then try to make it to the store. But remember, it's raining outside, and that's the only reason why I'm giving the option. And just as I said that, y'all heard that? Mom, it's raining outside. Pretty bad, too. But I will try to keep the live going if we get some more support. If not, I'm going to hunker down and have to bundle up reasonably and get to the store instead of having my phone out where it could be wet and get damaged. So you can understand why I'm wavering on whether to stay live or not as I run to the store. But it's going to be a minute, though. We're going to give it a minute. I might wait until I believe the deli thing is open in the supermarket. I'm not sure what I want to get to eat. But they had some good chicken over there the other day. And then I get the gravy from the meatloaf. And I put it on top of the chicken. And I fucking love it. I just want them to make the gravy a little bit thicker. But I mean, I understand why the gravy sometimes be thin. But I like when the gravy's thicker. A little bit thicker, at least. At least a little bit thicker than it was last time. But I love the gravy. I love it. So you get the rice. I didn't really get the vegetables. But they had too many peas in it yesterday. I don't really like peas, but I know y'all love peas. Peas is great for calcium, by the way. So I get a little bit of the rice. I get the vegetables. And they had my favorite rice yesterday. So that was good. Get the rice, get the vegetables, and I get a protein. And a little bit of mac and cheese. They have mac and cheese every day too. So if you just want mac and cheese, like whenever you want mac and cheese, they got mac and cheese. It's the way. Shout out to Freddie. They got the woman over there that's in charge, but I don't never say nothing to her because of all the times that I went in there and like weird shit happened. No, I didn't catch the game. I tried to go to that link, but it was telling me to do stuff. So since it was telling me to do stuff, I don't go to. I said, nah, I'm not doing it. I wasn't comfortable. It was like telling me to download something. I didn't know if I clicked on the wrong thing. I didn't know if I did something wrong. I didn't know. Yeah, so they got the lady in the store. She's in charge. But I generally don't say nothing to her because of all of the times that I went in there and weird shit happened to me. And she was like right there, like watching me. Like staring at me like this while like people are doing weird shit. And I'm like, oh, man. So I just generally don't say nothing to her. No disrespect to her. I'm not mad at her, nothing like that. I kind of am. But I know I just don't say nothing to her. But I don't mean no ill will towards her. I definitely don't mean any ill will towards her. But like just mad weirdo shit have happened. Like every single time they don't want to let me pay fucking debit, she's in there staring at me like she waiting to see what's gonna happen after they screw me over. Like every time somebody would come up to me and be like saying some weirdo shit around me, she's standing there. I'm like, this is God speaking to me. That's how I took it. And then every time I don't have to deal with any of that stuff, generally speaking, Freddie was there. So when Freddie is there, I don't really have to deal with this bullshit. But when she's there, it's every time. So I don't know what it's about. So I'm good. Shout out to Freddie. I love the store. I love going to the store. The store's super clean. They have good deals. They got good the food section where they make the food is good. Chef's kiss. I like the place. I just don't like that. And you know, don't like that. You're not here for that. Let's look out the door real quick. We have two. I'm gonna see if the rain is looking. I like because my window is too fucked up. I can't see how bad the rain is. Chef's kiss though. I like the place. If you live in the area, I say go there. The other supermarket is bigger, but they deals ain't shit. They deals ain't shit. Like they don't do no good deals. I be going there. I don't think I've ever went there and saw a good deal. And every time I saw the other supermarket, and I'm not trying to shit on them, I'm just speaking facts. Every time I saw the Fine Fair deal, and they had a similar deal going on over here in Key Food, the Key Food deal was always better. Except for one time. But that had to deal with hostesses. And remember, I go there all the time because I'm trying to find out if they fucking sell. I stay looking for the Enemans to be on sale. So even though I don't buy nothing from there, I still walk through there. Y'all be with me. Some of the time y'all be with me. I still walk through there to see if they got the Enemans on sale. So the Fine Fair is way bigger, but the one over here is just better. You said where you live, you have to spend over $20 to get the deals? Nah, I don't even understand that. But maybe that place is plum loco. I don't understand that. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B are identical. I don't think so. I don't know. How do you think they are identical? Explain. You might have a point. Because I'm gonna say something. So the only reason why freaking Cardi B broke through, two reasons. Cardi B broke through the way that she broke through for two reasons. Bodak Yellow was just incredible. That was a dope ass song, and it actually changed the genre of how female songs was being made. She's actually the predecessor of your Sexy Reds. She's actually the predecessor of your Sookies. She changed the way. Now we can go all the way back just so we can be clear. You could be like Nikki, you could say Foxy Brown and Kim, Little Kim. Yeah, I get it. Boom. But in this day and age, the way it was did, Bodak Yellow is the face. You know what I'm saying? Although it's obviously the artists that came before her who made similar music, they were. She's not the first. She's just the person who, this is the diagram that they currently use now. I guess that's the basic way I can say. They use her template. In any regard, that and the Remy Ma situation. Because Nicki Minaj was untouchable until Remy Ma did what Remy Ma did. And then after Remy Ma did what Remy Ma did, that made Nicki Minaj touchable. It's just that Remy Ma isn't doing the same thing Nicki Minaj is doing. And that allowed for Cardi B to slide up in there because they are doing something that's similar. So that's why I asked what I asked. Same face structure? Nah, they look different. Totally different. They look different. They look totally different to me. Nowhere near same face structure. But then again, I'm from the Bronx. So, no, you're not gonna. She does not look like Cardi B and, no, not same face structure. They probably got similar surgeries done. That I'll say. They have similar, because they all get the same surgeries. I was watching some chick on, and this is where you might be getting this from. That's why I'm saying similar surgeries. I was watching my Instagram today, and so I see Summer Walker, and I also see, who's the chick that is with Moneybagg Yo. And so first I seen a picture of the chick with Moneybagg Yo from the side, and I was like, what the fuck? Moneybagg Yo is with Jada Waiter? But it wasn't her. And then, while I'm thinking, Moneybagg Yo is with Jada Waiter, I start scrolling, and I see a picture of Summer Walker. And I'm like, wait, hold on, Summer Walker? That looks like Summer Walker also. And then I see a picture of Jada Waiter and a picture of whatever the girl name is with Moneybagg Yo. And then I'm like, they do look all similar. But that's because they all go into the same doctor getting the same surgeries done. They literally just getting the same surgeries done. So of course they're going to look similar. That's why I keep trying to say it. There's nothing wrong with getting BBLs and all that shit. But, I mean, you're just getting the girl that's trying to look like the other girl. Like, this is one chick that, I think is extremely cute. She don't got no super fatty or anything like that. Like, she just got a regular body. You know what I'm saying? If she eat right and start doing any kind of exercising or whatever, she could grow a booty. I mean, any girl could grow her booty. Right? Not any girl could just be cute. Not any man could just be handsome. Anybody could go to the gym, start eating correctly, and do the right exercise and grow their booty. Anybody could do that, man. That's not even as hard as some people might think it is, to be honest with you. It just takes dedication, time, and energy. Effort, pardon me. That's it. That's it. That's all it takes. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. If anybody else wants to pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal, you can do all of those things. And also, you can check out the merch that we currently have pinned to this particular video. I'm trying to make my merch thing pop up so I can tell y'all the merch I got pinned, but it's not allowing me to press the fucking button. What the fuck? I don't have no merch pin? Even if I didn't have any merch pin, it asked me, do I want to pin merch? Okay, so whatever. I don't know what it's doing there. Hold on, let me just take the thing all the way off and then try to press it. Is it because it's being pressed somewhere? I'm like, what the fuck? No, It's just not working. All right, it is what it is. All right, that is what it is. Getting on my man. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. These are the times I be like, I was gonna like, I start getting bored. I be like, whenever I get bored, I want to go be by myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I've been checking the weather. I've been checking to see how hard it's raining. Okay, so y'all want to try to check and see if they out there at the park? I don't know. I might throw on a little jacket. I got my boots right here. I got a hood. I could always flip the camera around to only show the other. Nah, I don't like doing that because then I might accidentally record somebody that's gonna go. Why should I get a dog? Why should I get a dog, fam? You never get anything you don't think you could take care of. I don't even think I should get a plant right now. What are you talking about? Get a dog. I don't think I should get a plant right now. Why would I do that? You know what kind of responsibility you have? You know, I don't need to be kept company. You know what kind of responsibility you need? You have to have to have an animal? That's a responsibility, fam. I don't There's things I want to say, but I don't want to be funny. No, I want to be funny. That's why I want to say the things. But I don't want to say the things because it's gonna really be it's really negative. So I don't want to say the and it's about me. I don't. How the dog gonna eat, fam? We ain't getting no dog. God, crazy. Appreciate you though. Oh, nah, it's way too windy. Yes, take me to jail, man. My dog gonna be hungry, man. They're gonna take that nigga, they're gonna take me to jail, man. It's gonna be like, yo, Frost, why would you do that to that animal? Be like, it was this guy's idea. Now that's super windy outside and everything else. It's not conducive with me being able. I don't got the appropriate equipment to be able to go outside and be filming in this weather. I don't got the appropriate equipment. I tell you what, we'll try to walk to the store in a minute. We're gonna wait till about 11:30, I guess, and something like that. Then we'll try to walk to the store, I guess, and see what it is. You want me to starve my dog, fam? How my dog gonna eat, fam? I'm over here surviving because God got me. Imagine how God would look at me. Like, fam. Like I'm doing all of this for you and shit. You gonna go take a whole nother responsibility? What the fuck? Nah, I mean, yeah, no. I'm okay. I know people think, okay, this is okay. So I know no, there's nothing I'm ever gonna be able to say. People are gonna think I'm lonely because I'm alone. That is why sometimes I know what, I don't even want friends. I mean, I have a ton of friends that I just don't go around, but I don't want to be around people because you think I'm lonely because I'm alone. I can't just be alone. Like, what the fuck? Do you see how people treat me? Why the fuck would I not want to be alone? Like, what the hell? The only way I can have peace is when I'm by myself. You see how people treat me? The fuck? That don't even make sense. No, I'm not getting no dog. I'm not alone. I'm not lonely. I'm just alone. On purpose. Believe me, it's on purpose. Shit. We be on live. People are inviting me places all the time. I don't go. The fuck? Sheesh. I feel bad for people sometimes because y'all go be around people who don't like you just so y'all don't be by yourselves. I can't understand that. Like, once I think a person don't like me even a little bit, fine. I'm probably never gonna go around you again. Like, what the fuck? Why? I don't understand you people. Y'all go be around people who tolerate you. I'm not gonna go around people who treat me like that. I'm not gonna go around people who don't fuck with me. I can't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Not at all. Like, once you do any weird, like, once you treat me weird, like, at all, like, I don't never want to talk to you again. Like, you understand? So, nah, nigga, I'm fine. Why do you think something happened? Are you trying to come in here and figure out a way to create some kind of content about me negative? Why are you assuming something happened? And being as I'm me, that's actually an appropriate question. I'm trying to stay on until I think that they're gonna have the food ready at the supermarket. I'm trying to stay on until I think that the food is ready at the supermarket. Nah, I'm gonna kick you. Oh, you beat me to it. I was just about to hide him. You beat me to it. Yeah, I could drop bags in the chat if y'all want. I was just about to hide him. You beat me to it. Yeah, but you saw what I saw. Yeah, nah, nigga. Niggas is weird. That's why I keep trying to tell you. Like, the weirdos, like at the courts, that's like, oh man, we got the courts now. He don't. Nigga, I have a whole platform that I do. I'm actually doing things in the world. And you, who are doing zero things in the world, nothing, think that it's a flex that a person that's doing things in the world don't want to go around or spend time with a person who ain't doing shit in the world. You think that's a flex. I think you slow. One of my to do is not be around people. Why would I want to change that if I don't have any actual reason to change that? one of my favorite things to do is be alone. Why would I want to change that without actual reason? Like, that don't make sense. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. That's one of my favorite things, to be alone. I promise you. My favorite thing to do is to watch TV and yell at the people on the screen and talk that I would have did different. I'll be doing that here. I bet you people be probably thinking I'm talking to myself. I just be watching a program, talking shit to the motherfuckers on the TV. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm doing it by myself. I don't have to have anybody trying to figure out a way to how they're gonna get involved in my thing, trying to fuck it up. I'm enjoying myself. I'm being happy. Oh, another one of my favorite things to do is just take a nap. You know, just when I get my computer and everything working, I'll get back to doing computer stuff. But until then, my favorite things to do will always be trying to figure out how to be alone because other people are toxic. Or find somebody who isn't toxic and spend time with them. But if I can't find somebody who isn't toxic, I'm perfectly fine spending time with the only person I know for a fact that isn't toxic, and that's me. Anything y'all want to talk about? Yes or no? I'm done with all of the conversation that I have to speak on. We at the 2-hour, 41-minute mark. I'll stay on if we got something to talk about. But if we don't got nothing to talk about, there's no drops. There's no reason for me to stay on. I don't have anything to talk about. Put a comment in the comment section if y'all want to give me something to talk about, or you can send some drops, and I'll just try to figure out a way to stretch the content. Those are the two ways that we could do this. Give me an actual thing to talk about. I haven't read any books lately, but I have gotten a couple of books that I haven't actually read much of. One book I was looking at, and I look at a little bit, is 50 critical quotes from Cavario. I've been looking at this book a little bit. Something. This is Cavario right here. He's the guy behind Don Diva. I've been reading a little bit of this. I've been looking at the 6 critical quotes. Shout out to him signing the book for me and everything. So I've been reading this. I just flipped to any other page. When we seek fault in others, we tend to find problems. When we seek fault in ourselves, we tend to find solutions. So think about those people that run around all day trying to find problems with other people. So that's a quote for today. Shout out to this. So this is something I've been looking at. I got a different book over here. I haven't actually been too much into it, but if anything, I've been looking at this book. So that answers your question. Right? But I haven't been reading any books as of lately. Not gonna. I haven't. I was looking at one book I was reading in the library. It was pretty interesting. But you know, I only read like the first 5 or 6 chapters, so I'm not no expert on the book. I really can't tell you anything about it too tough. But it was a Grissom book. I was at the I said hospital. I was at the library. It was a day that I went there that I didn't even do any recording. I went there for a different purpose. So I snatched up a book and I read for a little while. You know, I was there for a different reason. I wasn't there to do any recording or anything like that. Sometimes I gotta just go there. I think it was a day I had to do a thing and I need to go there. It's not important why. Anybody else in here? Anything y'all want to talk about? Yes or no? If you got something y'all want to talk about, we stay. If somebody want to donate to the platform, I guess that usually gives me no other choice. I ain't really got to. I kind of got to stay when people are donating. Somebody want to donate to the platform, or I haven't read it. I probably only read a couple of chapters out of Stephen King's books. I haven't actually read any Stephen King book to completion, I don't think. We have serious problems with the migrant. 10,000 walk in yesterday. The city can't stop the migrants from coming in because they've already most likely signed some kind of agreement with the government. So the city can't stop the migrants from coming in. The migrants aren't the issue as much as the government promised money to New York City for each migrant, which they're now reneging on. But he's busy out here talking about how he's going to uh, uh, stop people's student debt loans, which he actually can't. That's an act of Congress. So the president can't even do that. That's an act of Congress. But he's out here saying that he's going to, take care of everybody's student debts and this and this and that. If that gets done, that's through Congress. That's not through the president. The president can ask Congress to do that. So they doing that. They also are sending more money to the Ukraine. Hold on, breaking news. There's a lot more to that than jobs. First of all, migrants shouldn't be able to get jobs, correct? The bigger issue should be this. They're trying to make it so that illegal, I forget what state this is in. I believe it's in New York State. But they're trying to make it so that illegal immigrants could vote. I think that that's the bigger issue. I think that that's proof that the Democrats can't be trusted. That they treated us so badly that now they're trying to get as many people from other countries to come into America as quickly as possible so they don't lose their power, because they know that there's no reasonable reason why an American should vote for them. I think that that should be a bigger issue right now than the jobs. Because I promise you, after the election season is over, the legal immigrants are probably going to most likely be arrested or kicked out of America. They're going to start scooping them up and getting rid of them. Am I saying anything wrong? Go look it up for the people that don't believe me. They're trying to make it legal for illegal. They're trying to make it legal for illegal immigrants to vote. That doesn't even make sense. They're trying to make it okay for people who are illegally in the country to vote. Do you understand how crazy that is? Okay, so what is going to cost millions to get them out? Well, I don't understand what the problem of that is. We're sending trillions of dollars. We're in debt more. We have more debt right now than America has ever had in the history of America. Remember when Trump told y'all that was going to happen? Remember the Democrats said Trump was lying? Why do y'all keep believing people who is just saying that other people are lying with no proof, no evidence, no nothing? You know, liars are the quickest people to call someone and say somebody else is lying. Trump told y'all that we was going to go into debt unbelievably worse the nation has ever seen before. He literally, I don't know if those was his words verbatim, but that's literally what he said. There has to be a government shutdown coming, because the way the Democrats are spending money, if they don't shut down the government, we're going to have other problems. But that's a whole nother discussion, because they lying about why there has to be a government shutdown. Dude, the Democrats, we're at a higher debt than ever in the history of America. Trump told y'all that they were going to break our economy on purpose. Trump told y'all all of this. I told y'all that Trump said this when he was saying this, because I was agreeing with him. I remember doing a video, laughing almost the whole video, because we had people in here trying to say I was a Trump lover and a Trump supporter, when I'm busy just trying to say, fam, I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I had people in here talking about they never coming back to the page again. I support Trump. How can I support Trump? I'm black. He's a racist. But I don't make the things he's saying wrong. So what is this? Maybe the 20th or 30th, and this is not an exaggeration. This is maybe the 20th, somewhere between the 20th and 30th thing that Trump said that what's gonna happen, that the Democrats are still yelling he's lying about while it's happening. Shout out to First Class Empire. While it's happening. The Democrats are still saying he's lying about the shit while it's happening. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If anybody enjoying the show today, you could always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. So I don't know what to tell you. Because all this shit look like, I don't know what to tell you, fam. It's comical at this point about how much Trump was right about. This nigga literally told you the Democrats' entire blueprint. This nigga told y'all the entire blueprint, fam. The entire Democratic blueprint. He told y'all what up, First Class? He told y'all everything they was gonna do. They said he's lying. They started doing it. While they're doing it, he's telling you that they're doing it. They're still saying he's lying. I don't know how y'all trust these guys. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It is what it is, though. I don't support anybody that support this children changing their genders initiative. Period. I don't care what else they talking about. And unless the Democrat comes out and say that they're against it, I'm gonna assume they support it. Because remember, think about it like this. Think about your friends or your family member that never ever support you publicly, but behind closed doors always talking about you right. You want to know why? Because they talking to everybody else and they talking shit about you to everybody else. But publicly, they can't say that you right about nothing because they busy talking shit about you too. I don't trust people that do that at all. Oh, so you defend me all the time when I'm not there. But when I'm there, you don't never do the defending. But when I'm not there, you defend me all the time. Okay. What you gonna do with that, fam? What you gonna do with that? I'm not gonna do nothing with it. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm going to assume you a liar and assume that you helping whoever my enemy is. Period. I'm about to say something. This is fucked up. You know, I don't think I've ever heard my father defend me on anything ever in my life. Like, not one time. I think there was one time where he was about to be defensive of me and my brother literally told him that you know that y'all always have to say that Sean's wrong about everything. And my father shut the fuck up. So I've never, ever, in the history of my life, witnessed my father defend me on anything. Anything, ever. So believe me when I tell you, if they love you, they're going to defend you publicly in front of everybody. They're not going to secretly talk to you to the side saying, well, you know, I'm going to go talk to them when you're not around. They're not going to do that. If they love you, they're going to defend you on the spot. Never heard my father defend me ever in my life, or my oldest brother. Ever. Not even almost. These are facts. I do not miss those people. That's probably another reason why I don't get lonely. Because having people around you could be way worse than not being by yourself, fam. I promise you. You got the wrong people around you, you better off being alone, fam. I promise you. You better off just being alone. You better off spending every single second of your life alone rather than be around the wrong people. I promise you. It's not going to work out right. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Not one time, fam. Like, not once ever. Like, ever. Like, ever. It's terrible people, man. Shout out to them, man. Not a real shout out. Nah, I would never shout them niggas out. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm really by myself, man. I'm my own person. I'm by myself. I'm my own individual. I don't have nobody. It's just me. That's it. Me and God. Yeah, it's just me and God, fam. It is what it is. Love your children, man. That's what I'm always trying to tell you. I love your children, man. Just love them. There's going to be a point in your life where your child is going to have to remember the love that somebody felt for them. Let that be you. You know what I'm saying? Let that be you. There's going to be a point in your life where your child is going to be down. Your child is going to be at a brick wall, you know, between a rock and a hard place or whatever the case is. And they're going to have to dig down deep. You know, when they dig down deep, let that be you that inspires that thing that brings greatness out of you. And for a good reason. You know what I'm saying? Not because they fighting against you, but because of the support that you gave them. Like when it's hard for me, like, for the support. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because you love them. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, positive thoughts. Shout out to Russell with the dollar drop. He says positive thoughts. Yeah, positive thoughts. I'm actually having positive thoughts. This is actually positive to me because I'm explaining something to somebody and we're talking about a thing. And I just want other people to, I want you to love your child, fam. Just love your child, man. Just love your children. Love them when they children too, you know? Love your children, fam. Especially if you're a custodial parent. I got a daughter. I was never around. I wasn't around her that much. I wish I was. I was robbed of that opportunity. So me and her is probably never gonna have a good relationship. So the best thing for me to probably do is just stay away from her. And that's the way I feel about it. So I just stay out of my daughter's life. I also got people stalking me, so I personally think the best thing for me to do is stay away from her. So Yeah. So I stay away from everybody. So not there's people that I love, and I would love to, but I just stay away from them because I don't want people stalking them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want them to have to deal with that shit. Yeah, G-Force, you've been kicked. You've been kicked. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I think she's better off, especially because of how much I'm being stalked. She's better off. Like, that's the way I see it. I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through what I've been going through. You understand? She's better off. I will be doing her much more damage uh, by allowing for her to be around my life and the things. I can't even walk outside, fam. Like, why would I want to bring my daughter into that? That don't make sense. And she is going to want to scrap. And so she's just going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Y'all woke up on her being crazy to her in the middle of the street or doing some shit. She's young and she's a scrapper. So she gonna fight right off the rip. She gonna end up going to jail, man. And she ain't little. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna end up going to jail, man. I'm not gonna do that to my daughter. I'm gonna let her go live that happy life that she can only live with my absence. I wish it was different. I just don't think it is. If I ever pull up to the bag, I'm just gonna, send her money. That's what I used to do. I used to just send her money. You know what I'm saying? If she wanted to talk, I talk. I don't try to force nothing. But when I have it, I send her money. You know? Shout out to her. I hope everything's working out for her. But I'm not in no position where I should have her around me. Like, that don't make sense. Like, why would you be in a situation where you got stalkers on you, you got all this other weirdo shit going on around you, but you're gonna go make sure that the people that you love are also gonna be attacked? Like, that don't make sense. So y'all people don't understand love. Like, you can't even comprehend love. A lot of people, they think love is a person being there for you. Sometimes love is removing yourself from a situation so you don't bring a person hardship. Sometimes that's love, but you couldn't understand that. The person who made that comment, you couldn't understand that though. And that's fine. You know, that's fine. You part of the satanic. I think that's the dude from that started the satanic group. I think he's part of the guys that started the satanic group. So nah, you good. Just stay over there. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Actual people, because if these guys are the only people that's going to talk to me, I could just end the live. I don't really need to do this. If there are there any other people in here other than the people that just hate me? Because I mean, if it's only the people that hate me, I could just end the live. I don't need to do this. This is 3 hours. This is long enough. I mean, we went 5 hours the other day, and that was fine also. But this is 3 hours. That's long enough. Y'all got any other people in here that's not a part of the weirdos? Y'all want to comment? Put a comment down, and I'll address. Excuse me. If not, I'll give it a minute or two, and then I am gonna get ready to walk to the store. It's kind of raining outside, so yeah, we will not be walking to the store filming. I just don't do. Also, people was doing drops during that live. Like, imagine me going on a live and being on a live for 4 or 5 hours and niggas ain't doing no donations at all. Like, that don't even make sense. People was doing drops during that live. Also, we was outside and we was walking around doing stuff. Like, I have the charger now. So we was like in Manhattan somewhere. I would probably walk around all over in Manhattan. We got the charger now. So I would probably walk around all over in Manhattan. And you know, But it don't make sense for me to go down there if people aren't gonna donate to the platform. Like, I'm just going down there to walk around. If I'm going down there because we're gonna go into this place and do a thing, and then go into that place and do a thing, then yeah, let's go. But remember, the people that hate me just want me to go walk around doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But if y'all guys is gonna donate to the platform, show it with the comments, donate to the platform, then that makes sense for me to go out and do stuff. Nobody's gonna do any of those things. What the fuck? That don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody asked me to point that dude out yesterday. So nah, I'm happy you're around every day. 2 people already asked me to point you out. Don't worry about it. Please be around every day. Matter of fact, the next time you see me outside, make sure you walk by me close enough so I could give a good description of you and the street you on. Do that. Yes, they tally up all videos in general towards watch time. That's a fact. As far as I know. So no, be back. There's 2 people that specifically asked me to point you out. And there's a couple of other people that would like to know who you are specifically because they want to have a conversation with you. So the next time I'm outside on live, make sure you walk past and yell and curse at me and everything else so I could, do that. You don't got to come on my live and say that you back. Just do that. There are some people that would like to talk to you. So do that. Next time you see me outside, just yell and scream at me. That's it. That's all you got to do. You're a tough guy, right? Next time you see me outside, make sure you make it known that you Justin. Yell and scream at me as you walk past. Just make sure you do that. There are people that would like to know who you are. That makes my job a lot easier. Do that. Them children ain't gonna be able to save you, fam. What else? Anything y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Remember, you talking to people, kids. Yeah, you talking to people, kids, man. There's a couple of people, kids you spoke to that would love to know who you are. They want to know why you out there having these conversations with their children. So yeah, make yourself known. I don't know what to tell you, fam. Make yourself known. There are a couple of people that don't like grown-ass adults talking to their children. Make yourself known. I'm outside. You don't got to come in the chat and say anything. You can come yell at me right outside. Please. Next time I'm outside, come yell at me from across the street. Don't get too close, fam. I promise you, that's not a good idea for neither one of us. But yell at me from across the street or whatever. From right outside. Don't get too close, fam. I know you think it's a game. I get it, but don't get too close. I'm explaining this right now. You get too close, I'm going to assume you're there to kill me, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm telling you. I'm going to assume you're there to kill me. I'm going to do what I got to do. So please don't get too close. All right? Please. Because I'm taking that as a death threat. And I'm going to be there to protect my life. I'm not defending anything. I'm going to be there to protect my life. I'm assuming that's a death threat. You're a little guy. In order for you, tiny guys, about this tall. In order for you to have to actually be able to do anything against me, I'm going to assume you pulling up on me with a gun or something. So don't get too close. Because I'm gonna react and respond to you like you there to kill me. I'm just letting you know. Whatever you do is on you. I'm going to protect my life. And I'm making this video because obviously you and those people want me dead. Y'all haven't been able to get me to take my own life. So I'm pretty sure that y'all going to come and try to take my life from me. Y'all trying to get me to get into problems with the children around here. So one of their relatives will kill me. I get it. That has not worked so far for you. So I'm assuming at some point or another, Justin is going to try to come up on me and kill me himself. So if you get too close to me, I'm going to think that that's that moment. So don't get close to me. Anything that happens to you after you get too close to me, that's on you, fam. I'm asking you right now, don't get too close to me because I'm taking that as a death threat. You can do what you want, though. I get it. You tried to send that other little kid to die. I get it. I get it. You tried to send that other little kid to run up on me so he get hurt. You understand? I get it. His parents and his family should want to speak with you also. Other people's parents and families want to speak with you. But his parents and family should want to speak with you. I'm going to leave it at that. Anything else y'all want to talk about? We have 73 people in the chat. I'm about to kill the live because we're not talking about nothing and we're not doing nothing. Is there anything else y'all want to? And I can't walk with y'all to the store because it's raining outside. If it wasn't raining outside, I just would. If it wasn't raining outside, I'd take you outside with me. I'm not dealing with them. I'm not dealing with them at all. But if they run up on me, I got to protect my life, do I not? These people want me dead, fam. If they run up on me, I got to protect my life, fam. And that's how I'm going to treat the situation. I'm asking that they don't do no foolishness like that. I'm praying that they don't. I'm literally praying that they don't. Yeah, I'm praying that they don't. I'm praying. This dude sending people kids outside to die. That dude Justin is sending people kids outside to die. There's not everybody is okay with that. So please, if you see me out on the street, yell and scream at me all you want. There's people that would like to talk to you. There's people that you are in their kids' ears, encouraging their kids to do shit that's bad for their kids. And they would like to talk to you. I'm doing a community service. They would like to talk to you. I've been asked on numerous occasions, who's this Justin guy? They would like to talk to you. They don't want you in their kids' ears. They don't want their kids walking around fucking stalking a grown-ass man. They see a problem with that. They're trying to teach their children better than what you're encouraging their children to do. So it is what it is. I personally think you having sex with some of the little girls, to be honest with you, but you know, it is what it is. That's it. We done? We done? I've been looking outside to see if we can walk to the store. We cannot walk to the store, I don't think. I don't think I could, because I've been wanting to walk to see if we could walk to see if the football thing. So it's not just the and it's blown. The wind is blowing like crazy too. I hope they postpone that football game. I hope they postpone that football game. I think Nicki Minaj was trying to show support to her man, basically saying that whatever the hell was going on with her and Cardi, or her with the situation with her man with Offset and everything, like there's more to it. I think that's what she wants us to know. Like there's more to like whatever's going on. Like we don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think that was alluding to. Also, I think she's trying to say she's in danger. Right? But I don't like that whole gooned up in the studio thing. I think that she needs to be better than that. And I think, like, on some real shit, like, Nicki Minaj is a better rapper than Cardi B, fam. Like, let's not play with it. Lyrically, Nicki Minaj is better. But I'm sorry. Cardi holds herself more like a queen, with the exception of, like, some of the shit she does. Like, we live in this day and age where they're just over-sexualized. So with the exception of, like, that type of shit, Cardi just holds herself, she carries herself more like a queen. Like, even when she makes a mistake and she has to apologize on Instagram. Like, I don't think Nicki Minaj has ever apologized ever about anything. Cardi B has apologized multiple times for her behavior. Okay, even when somebody does something on social media and Cardi B has to go at them, she uses the court system, fam. She go through it the legal way. You understand what I'm saying? So, I love Nicki. I think Nicki is the better rapper, and I don't even think it's close. But I'm sorry. Cardi B carries herself more like a queen than Nicki Minaj does at this point. If I'm wrong, put it in the chat. I want to know what you think. Sheesh. That's how I feel about that. I mean, I don't know. Tell me how you feel about that. But that's how I feel about that. Nicki Minaj, to me, Cardi B is just carrying herself more like a queen. They're both moms with this silly beef back and forth. Yeah. I don't want to throw whether they mothers in this or not. But we don't know what their real beef is. Like, we know what they beef about on social media, but we don't really know what their real beef is. Like, the people that see the people that's arguing at me, right? Y'all might think, people might be looking from the outside thinking that I actually did something to those people. But, like, you guys know, like, Art, you know I didn't do anything. The real beef is jealousy. The real beef is they did shit to me fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? That's the real beef. The real beef isn't nothing that I actually did. So we don't know what Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's real beef is. We just know that they're beefing. So I don't know how silly I could say it is. It looks silly though. 100%. It looks as silly could get. But we don't know definitively. Like how this whole shit even started. We don't really know. You understand? This could be some whole behind the scenes bullshit that, you know, only a select few even know. So I mean, it is what it is. So it is what it is, you know? Yeah. So we don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But for what we see, the shit do look silly as hell. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. From what we see, It looks silly as shit. You ain't wrong. But me knowing the industry, I am certain, 100% certain, that we don't even know the real reason why these niggas is beefing. Nicki Minaj felt like she had to marry a nigga that had a gang behind him. I just need you to understand this. I say this again. Nicki Minaj felt like she needed to marry a nigga that had a gang behind him. I need you to understand this. And just so we could be clear, I'm not setting anybody on this dude, Jace Justin. If I wanted to send people at this dude, Justin, I could have been did that. It's not hard because I know where the nigga at. It's not hard for me to stand on the street somewhere and wait for a nigga for me to point and say that's him. I'm not pointing at this nigga. What I'm busy trying to explain to you is that what this nigga is doing with these people, children, don't nobody care for that. You understand? Don't nobody care for that. There's people who have asked me, I haven't showed nobody nothing. I'm just 100% certain that this stupid ass nigga is going to make himself known. Remember, he got to walk around and put up posters. Or he got to walk around and have other people put up posters. All somebody has to do is see one of these people put up a poster and start asking them questions. That's it. This nigga fucked. You get it? They're walking in stores, handing people posters. All somebody has to do is ask a nigga a question. This motherfucker's fucked. This ain't got shit to do with me. So when something does happen to this guy, understand. I'm having these conversations explaining to y'all that there's people upset at this guy's behavior. He can easily stop, but he won't. If something happened to him, it's nothing to do with me. I personally seen him more than once. If something happened to this dude, he's talking to people, kids out here. I'm going to let y'all go because I'm going to go outside. Y'all not chatting that much. We got 61 in here, but nobody's really chatting. So I'm going to go to the store, and it's raining outside, so therefore I can't bring y'all with me. But if it wasn't raining, I would just bring y'all guys with me. But I can't bring y'all with me because it's raining. But I'm most likely going to go in the store because I got to record myself everywhere I go. It's just fucking a nuisance. But I'm going to be recording myself in the store. So if anything actually happens of note, don't worry. I'm going to have... Don't worry. I'm going to be recording. I don't got a choice. This kind of sucks. But, yeah, so I'm going to be recording. So, boom, there you go. I'm expecting for dude to try to come take my life. If I see him, and then just don't come near me for him, because if you come near me, I'm going to assume that's what you're there for, fam. I'm just letting you know. And I don't want no problems. You can stay over there. I know, you hate, you jealous. You're going to be trying to destroy my life to the day I die. You're going to think that there's a beef back and forth between one of us. You're not going to realize it's just jealousy and me just trying to avoid you being jealous. Like, we don't have beef, nigga. I can't have beef with a nigga like you. I can't have beef with a nigga that thinks about other niggas. You understand? Like, we can't have beef. You understand? I know you don't get it because you a pussy nigga. Pussy niggas don't understand you can't have beef with a nigga like you. You can't have beef with a nigga that's jealous, fam. Like, that's not beef. You understand? That's jealousy. That's not beef. I can't have beef with you. But you a weird old fake ass nigga, so you don't understand what beef is. You think beef is you being angry with me, so I have to be angry at you because you doing evil. And I say, God say, he says, put your problems in his hands. So I'm gonna put my problems in God's hands. And that's probably why God has the people in the neighborhood that might want to run into you. That's the way I see it. So I'm gonna put my faith in God. And I'm gonna assume God is gonna handle the situation when the situation needs to be handled. And I'm gonna keep it moving. Because I don't got beef with you. I can't have beef with you. You're just jealous of me. That don't even make sense. I'm angry at you for being jealous. That don't make sense. I'm annoyed at you for being jealous. Get it? I'm not angry at you. I'm annoyed. You a little nigga. You're always going to be a little nigga. Because you worried about the next man's pockets. That makes you a little nigga off the rip. This is the issue that we have in the hood. We got niggas like this dude, Justin. We got niggas like that dude with the Z in his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And these niggas is not real niggas. But they talking to your kids. Your kids don't know who a real nigga is. Your kids don't know who a real person is. Your kids don't really know none of this stuff. But they talking to your kids and they yelling and they acting tough. So your kids don't know the difference. This is what's happening, man. Not just in this situation, but in situations in general. You are doing a better job at home than what your kids are displaying outside. The thing is, you have to teach your kids how to be leaders. When if all you're doing is talking down to your kid, if all you're doing is punishing your kid, if all you're doing is yelling at your kid, you're not teaching your kid to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give your child any agency, if you don't allow for your child to make decisions, how is your child ever going to be able to be a leader? Your child can only then follow because they don't even have practice on making good decisions or practice on making decisions. So give your child the opportunity to make decisions, whether they sometimes good or bad. Sometimes you have to allow for your child to make the decisions that's the wrong decision so they can learn the process to make the decision that's the right decision. A dude that's like 4'9", pardon me, a guy that's 4'9" and look like he's a fucking Mexican porn star / rapist shouldn't be able to convince your children to go stalk a grown man with whatever lie he's telling. Dude look like a Mexican porn star / rapist. There's no way in the world that he should be able to convince your he really does though. This is not cap. The nigga got the no beard with the thick fucking 1970s mustache and everything. This is no cap. He about 4'9", maybe 5 foot. This is no cap. Every single time he speaks, it has to be a yell because he's so tiny that if he didn't yell, I guess he thinks people wouldn't be able to hear him, like literally hear him. Yeah, he got a porn star mustache. It's a fact. That's a fact. Last time I saw him, he had a porn star mustache. That's a fact. Yeah, he always at the top of his lungs every time he speaks. And not at the top of his lungs because he's projecting. At the top of... See how right now I'm projecting? I project a little bit more. Like, that's projecting. That's not yelling. You understand? That's projecting. I'm projecting my voice. You understand? That's projecting. That's not yelling. I would do yelling, but then I'm literally in a home and it's going to sound wild. It's not yelling. You know what yelling sounds like. This is projected. This is not what he's doing. He's yelling every time he says anything because he's so little and he got a porn star mustache. And he looks like No cap. He looks like Mexican porn star, fam. Slash rapist. This is no cap. I'm not even saying any of this shit to be funny. Yeah, I'm not saying any of this to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny at this point. This is facts. This is facts. I can 100% guarantee you he has never won a fight in his life. In the entirety of his life. I don't even need to be there. Like, you look at him. I promise you, if you look at him, you'll be like, nah, this nigga right. There's no way in the world. He literally looks like he might have like dwarfism. That's what I think it is, to be honest with you. I think he got dwarfism. Be honest with you, not even capping. I think he got dwarfism. You know what I'm saying? So this is the dude we talking about. He's like, he got dwarfism or some shit. I'm so serious. And I'm not saying any of this to be cruel. I mean, I think he got dwarfism. I haven't actually paid too much attention to like his hands, but he might have like the fingers also that's like that short. Like he might have dwarfism, fam. Anyway, what up, Will? Yeah, I'm not capping. He's the dude, like, let's say if y'all, he's like one of those dudes, if y'all go hang out, you know what I'm saying? The whole crew got to keep an eye on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, where he at? He might get lost, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, it's still raining. Yeah. So I'm not trying to, and I'm not saying any of this to be mean or hurtful. Like, this is literally just factual shit I'm saying. Like, this is real shit. Like, you look at Dorf, man. He like 4'9", 5 foot maybe shorter. Like, terrible. He's about the height of the average like 8-year-old, 8 or 9-year-old. He like that height, the average 8 or 9-year-old. That's why people think that I did something to him. You understand what I'm saying? No, he would definitely get trampled. That's not even, I don't even want to joke around like that because I'm not wishing death on the dude. But he would definitely get trampled. That goes without saying. He can't be in a, if I was him, I would never be in a crowd. You understand? Like, I would never go anywhere where there's a crowd. It's just, it would be too overwhelming. You understand? Yeah, I'm not saying none of this to be disrespectful, but I think he suffers from dwarfism, for real, for real. But that's why that's why it's so easy for him to trick people into thinking I did something to him. You understand what I'm saying? Because he looked like, you know, he need help. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he need help. I'm not capping. Why do you think people keep trying to try me like I'm a bully? Y'all don't notice that? That the people keep trying to try me like I'm a bully. I don't bully nobody, fam. But that's what they keep trying to pretend like I am, because that's what he's telling people. He's telling people I bullied them out of something. I ain't bully that nigga out of nothing. I don't give it up like that, fam. You could talk to anybody that know me throughout the entirety of my life. They would never say that I'm that. I'm the furthest thing from a bully, fam. I'm not that. Anyway, we gonna run to the store. I was kind of a little bit waiting for the rain to settle down a little bit, but we gonna run to the store. It's time to try to go get something to eat. I've been going to try to get something to eat from the place, but I don't be wanting to stand there too long, because whenever I stand there too long, it just seems like, you know, weirdo shit happened. Like the last time I was there and I was standing too long, some dude came up to like stand mad close to me, like on some gay shit or some shit. So I don't really feel like, so if I can't go there, if they don't got the food already ready to serve, I just go walk around one time, come check back, and then fuck it, we gotta go somewhere else, man. Because I'm not doing this. Doing zero of this. We're not doing that. That should be bananas. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? What the fuck, fam? What the fuck? I hate going outside. I don't understand how anybody could think that I'm lonely. You understand how much I hate going outside? Anyway, I'm stalling because I'm thinking about the situation when I go over there, I gotta make sure that the place is open so I can get my food and leave so I don't have to deal with weirdo shit. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Just have a blessed day. You know, go do something positive out there in the world. Shout out to the people that yesterday we didn't go live and a couple of y'all pulled up to the Cash App. I appreciate that. Sorry we couldn't go live yesterday. I did laundry. I was gonna do a laundromat live. Maybe I was like up in the air tossing it up, but they had some chick that came in there and got on her phone and just stood right next to me having a conversation on her phone. So you already know that was a dub. I don't do that. I'm not gonna lie. If more people would have pulled up to the super chat yesterday when we were offline, I probably would have felt inclined to start a video. To be honest with you, because I came back home from the laundromat and I rested up, and I got did what I was supposed to do, and then I started resting up, and by the time I was ready to go and do a thing, it was probably like around 3, and we had received a little bit of support by then. But it was like up in the air, you know what I'm saying? But if someone would have came and I would have been like, you know what, let's go for a walk or something like that, I would have got y'all guys. But I didn't go for no walk or nothing. I just basically stayed in the crib yesterday. Generally, if I don't have no reason to go outside, I don't go outside. With that being said, I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Go out there, do something worth doing. Stamp God's name on it. For everybody that's in the tri-state area, there's a travel advisory. So keep that in mind. There's a travel advisory because of all of the rain. I love y'all. Shout out to Russell White and Tunes for pulling up to the Cash App today. As always, I appreciate you guys. We might have a live a little bit later, and it might be sooner rather than later, because the only reason why I'm getting off now is because y'all not commenting, and because I can't take the phone through the rain. If I was able to walk to the store and it wasn't raining, I wouldn't be getting off the live. And if y'all was in here actively having some good communications and we was commenting back and forth and we had a thing going, I also wouldn't be getting off the live. Also, obviously, if they had somebody in here that was doing like $5 drops and up every couple of minutes, I also obviously wouldn't be able to get off the live, because then you're paying for my time and I got to stay here. I don't got no choice. And for the people that think that that's all cap, how many of y'all was in here during that show that I had somebody that I wanted to get off the live so fucking bad? I forgot why, but I had to go. And we had somebody that just kept donating $10, and I had to stay on the damn live for like an extra hour and a half. Who was here? And I don't know if it was, I think it happened when we was in the fucking, well, it happened more than once, but I think the last time it happened, we was in the hotel. And I had to actually go. But we have a rule, so I had to stick to the rule. Anyway, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. We should be back a little bit later. Let me eat. Probably watch a little bit of One Piece. Look at a couple of things. Do a little bit of research. And we'll try to be back by about 3 or 4 o'clock. By 3 or 4 o'clock. We'll try. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. # Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.